tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
What's going on, viewers of the tube? Late night shenanigans this weekend. Just got back from a dinner out with the wife and figured we would throw some brick together before we rest our head for the evening. Why not? Get her did. Comments back up here. Hive and Chef. Hey man, cheers all. Good old times. The FOMO is real. Man, miss you guys already. Gonna be soon our paths will cross again, man. It was great memories and I'm looking forward to more. PPP gang in the house. I am crushing a little bit more Tudor corner, but I kind of want to start y'all with some more tank action. This was a fun little setup here. Oh, it's that late. We got the Aussies in the house. What up, AAA? Fun little setup here going online because my creative juices weren't fully flowing. Found me a little blacktron tank. Pulled up a couple pictures here. I'll show you what I was working with in case people missed last stream, weren't here. Entire screen. Let's see. Uh-oh. Where the hell is it? Too much going on, man. Too much going on. That one. That's what I was working with. And I couldn't really find, I think there was one other angle. Couldn't really find much for other angles for the actual workings of it. So I had that little commodity to go off of, and dude, I think we got her. I could definitely use another light off in this bitch, couldn't I? I think we got her, man. I changed the actual connection point of the missile launcher to the actual tank treads because I didn't have those elongated skeleton legs, and I didn't even know that Lego made elongated skeleton legs. So that's what we did. So now got the prototype, so to say, done. I got like 400 of these tracks. Gotta get myself off full screen here. I can't be staring at myself like that. 400 of those tracks. Each tank takes 46 tracks, 23 aside. We'll get probably, I don't know, 9. What's that? 46 10's 460. Okay, we'll get about 8 of these tanks. The only part that I am missing is the green little Z-blob heads or Z-blob bodies, if you will. I got a whole bunch of orange ones, a couple red ones, but yes, cheers to y'all. Hope all is good. We get a little bit of a cold snap up here in Canada. I guess what is happening is all the crap that we sent you guys down to the States, down to Florida, you guys said, nope, we're not having it, and you sent it back up to us. So we're dealing with that for a bit. And tariffs, thanks. We're dealing with tariffs. We appreciate it, Mr. Trump. I don't know who your guys' biggest ally is or what your president thinks his biggest ally is. But why would you just tariff the whole world? Just tariff the whole world. Just get it done and over with. Put America first, and we'll find a way. Ah, nice. Right on, chef. Right on. I just hope the price of Lego doesn't go up. That would suck if all of a sudden my Lego sets were 25% more expensive. I wouldn't be too happy. Right? Boom. We also got that one done last stream. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for yellow tiles. I don't know if Lego makes them. And background music would be nice too, I guess. Eh? Sober Saturday. It's been good. It's been good. With that being said, what are you guys working on? I know Hive, you're redoing the city. Chef, any sets or any projects you're crushing at the moment? I think the last I seen Aussie Adam was doing some medieval stuff. Definitely puts a lot of posts up on Instagram. Fun to check out and see. Media assets here. Let's get some background music. What did we do last time? Feeding the ducks, daydreaming, night. Let's try night driving. It's a little late. We got a little late start here. Let's do some night driving. What's this about? It's a little mellow. That's lofty. Night driving ain't cutting it. Lofty sounds a little better. Let's try this into space. No, it sounds like a daycare special. Yeah, it reminds me of like a daycare. Back to daydreaming it is. US Lego will go up. It's coming from the Mexican plant. Oh, that's no fun. Better get my orders in now. I have the city tore apart, put some OSB underneath it to get more area. That is fun. That is fun. Any projects you're looking to add to the city, Chef, that required you to want more area, or you just pre-planning for the future while you can? That's what I was looking for. Nice. And you're going to exhibit. That's fun. Doing yellow castle box. I feel like I'm missing something on the front of this build already. Red Coat Kyle. What up, man? Long time no see. You must be a busy fellers. Hopefully your weather's been decent down there and the holidays treat you good. I think it's been before the holidays since we crossed paths there. I'm opening up, I believe, bag 11. Don't have all that done. I feel like I must have thought some of those pieces were extra and put them away. Well, I won't have had 3 extra. Been very busy, lots going on. Hopefully all positive stuff, man, and life's been good to you. I can't complain. Life's been good to me. I live, first and foremost, I think, in my opinion, in a pretty easy part of the world. I turn on the tap, clean water comes out. I'm appreciative of that. I can run on over and pull the light switch. Lights turn on. That's always helpful and makes life easy. Clean water. power and electricity. My job's pretty good to me. I like my job. Sometimes it's stressful and gets a little frustrating, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The museum mock is coming along well. Nice. Is there any of the little builds that you're pulling out of the modular museum mock that you're adding to yours, or ideas even? To build said Lego, I actually need some Lego. And back to Chef City, that's all tore apart there. Is that stuff you enjoy doing? Cutting up the OSB, making tables, or is it stuff you find that's kind of a pain in the butt and you'd just rather get back to Legoing? Well, I guess even if a guy doesn't fully enjoy that work, you still get the prize at the end of it. So that's pretty. That motivated me when I was doing any kind of tables or rearranging for my city. I didn't necessarily enjoy the actual hauling around of materials, trying to level everything, keep it flat. Knowing you're going to have a good surface to work on is decent. That's awesome. I haven't been doing too much mocks other than starting some blacktron. I still got another blacktron Renegade. I don't know if I want to build the ship or completely scalp that set of parts. We'll find out. Okay, I don't know. Let's do a bag, 2 bags, and then try and build another tank, or at least go scrounging for parts and see how far I can get into building another tank. I'd be pretty stoked if I get a couple of these by the end of Good Morning Brick World tomorrow morning. Nice. Which I do have Sunday off. Thank God. It's bitter cold here. It's bitter cold. It's probably about a good, right now without the wind, I'm going to say minus 18 Celsius. If there's any wind, it's going to be easy minus 22, minus 25. So I'm happy I don't have to work tomorrow, although I am happy when I do get to work on the weekends. Isn't that weird, eh? There's a lot of people that are saying, no, I'm sick and tired of working. I don't want to work on the weekends. I actually don't mind working on the weekends. Said it before and I'll say it again. Got to take the upfront pain for the long-term gain, and it pays for great hobbies like Lego. It pays for meeting people in the flesh form, being able to go out to conventions. Maybe there's a vintage set. I need more water. Apparently there's a vintage set if you want. It helps pay for that crap too. So weekend works all right. You have sets inside, like showpieces or whatever, displays, but the actual start to finish is an original red coat idea. Love it, man. Love it. What do we got going on here? Blue wall action. And then the 3, a 1, and a 1, and a 1. Lazy weekend for me. Stay inside, stay warm, watch a couple live streams here and there. Went out for dinner tonight, and lucky the cold is just setting in. So it's a little cold today, but it's going to be worse. Yeah, man, I haven't really done a full mock for a long time. It's been a long time. Oh, I better keep an eye out for that and not put the wrong piece there. Chef, if you're still kicking around in chat, did you get the Tudor corner? guess that's a viable reason why a guy might need some more space. Is that supposed to be 3? I guess for now, there's no more fun hole in my near future. I kind of perused through all their sets, and there might be one or two more down the road, but I think I got all the ones that I really wanted to build that really caught my eye. I'm good on the fun hole for now, I think. Built on the table. How did you like this one compared to the other chef? Did you find it building experience one of the betters as well, or average? So. From the bottom floor, I must say it's probably in my top 4 for sure. My bottom floor was pretty fun. Though I will be honest and say I'm not a full interior guy. Like, I'm not a big fan of interiors just because I don't take a lot of my buildings apart. You don't see them. They're fun to do, kind of, sort of, but I would love if Lego made an expandable modular, something that more, say, skyscraper-ish. If you wanted basic 1 set, great, but if you wanted to go nuts and get 4 sets, you can easily expand it into something pretty big and cut the interior. I think that would be a fun modular, definitely leading away from what they currently got going on. I don't know if they'd ever do that. Oh, did I do that? Make sure I'm not missing full steps here. Ooh, custom looking staircase. Wow. That looks like fun. Holy clocks, Batman on the 2nd level. Well, that's what I'm doing. Right now is the 2nd level, so hopefully I get that experience here shortly. See, stuff like that's fun. I don't mind those interior details like that. I just think it would also be cool to see the other side. Massive modular, no interior. But that's just from a city guy point of view, I guess. I mean, to a degree I've done. You can do that with like the boutique hotel. I really like the facade and shape of the corner gas station, corner garage. So I loaded that one up 4 or 5 times. I think it's a pretty good looking piece in the city. If I do a mock outside of this blacktron theme, I should probably get into the city and do something. And go on the back side. Man, for my favorite modular, I'll finish this one, and then I'll maybe next weekend I'll do my favorite modular. Yak about that. This one might take the cake, but I don't know. I think the one that's currently holding that title is going to be a tough competitor to beat. Yeah, the sitcom, I actually collected pieces for that. I still might want to do that one because I got the Friends Central Perk. I got another one in the box. I actually really wanted to go down that avenue. I got what is it? Seinfeld, Joey and Chandler, Monica, and Rachel's apartments. Absolutely. If I could, I don't know if I'd want to fully take apart the Simpsons sets, but you could do all the shows. You could do whichever ones they already have in that sitcom complex. You could do Sesame Street, a Winnie the Pooh apartment. I think that'd be fun. Okay, what am I doing? Where'd I go here? Where'd I go? Oaktown, hello, hello. Good late night evening. What are you guys doing up so late? We all doing the same thing right now? We're just cracking away on Lego bricks? You know what? At least we're inside, we're safe, we're doing something that's somewhat positive for our minds. There's a lot worse crap I spent my Saturdays doing when I was just a young little lad there. What's your favorite modular? Mine's a toss-up from the corner garage. Nice. And the diner. I like the diner. I think Assembly Square, though, was pretty sweet. I really like Assembly Square. That diner, though, that interior is probably my absolute favorite so far. Gonna have to agree with you on that, Chef. That diner was pretty rad. Well, I'm happy that I'm current on all modulars. There's nothing really that I skipped. I don't have to go back and start collecting from any one point. I got in early enough back in Parisian Restaurant Detective's Office Day. Went back and bought some of the older ones, Greengrocer, Grand Emporium I had to get from the secondhand market, and Fire Brigade. Cafe Corner I just built out of pieces I slowly collected. Pulled the instructions offline and just slowly picked away at it. It was fun experience. Been keeping pretty current on my Hive rants, although I will say late night Fridays Hive, especially on a Friday after a long week of work. Sometimes by the time half your stream is over, my memory and or vision might be a little fuzzy. So I gotta ask Hive, are you finished the Tudor corner? You're building it on a couple of long-ass live streams. I was stuck working. I should go back and replay those, I guess, and answer my own question. Miss Ingrid, hello and good evening. I should be asleep. Why is that? Do you have specific chores you have to do tomorrow morning? Tomorrow I'm guaranteed to sleep in till 8. And then I gotta get up and watch Good Morning Brick World while I slowly sip away at some of their coffee. It's a great night. I fell asleep with phone on last night with it on. Nice. Well, that doesn't look like their picture. There we go. I'm guessing each step is going to be the same for a while now, until these stairs are done. And then what's keeping you up, if you don't mind me asking, Miss Ingrid? Just can't sleep? I might as well get some sorting done or finish another couple bags of a set if you're working on one, or I hate when that happens. Especially on a weekday. What was it for me? It was Wednesday. I feel like it might have been Tuesday actually. And I just couldn't sleep. I had to get up at 5. Set my alarm for 5, and I literally couldn't fall asleep. I think I ended up falling asleep probably about 3:30. I remember just sitting there thinking, stop thinking, because all I'm doing is getting pissed off. Stop thinking. Why am I not asleep yet? I'm getting even more pissed off. I gotta go to work in the morning. Why am I not falling asleep? Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Breathe slowly. Breathe slowly. Axel, cheers, man. Long time no see. He's also saying I can't sleep. It's funny. I used to have that problem. And then for some reason, I don't know what it is. I swear it's the COVID jab. But I don't know why. I just can't. It's like I'm tired all the time now. Maybe it's just age and work, career choice, but I am just feeling tired all the time. I was always a fan of a good nap, I'm not going to lie. But even now, not as much. 6:26 here in the morning. Wow. I should say it's 12:25 and the baby's asleep. That sleep is overrated. But when you need it, you need it. Maybe that's my problem, is I'm just like a crash and burn type feller. Stay up till I'm too tired and then I just want to sleep. And then I stay up till I'm too tired and then I just want to sleep. The news also has kept me awake all week. Well, what a great conversation piece, Miss Ingrid. Full on crazy. I mean, the world's kind of always been a crazy place, but lately it's just been full on crazy. Heart goes out to the people in LA. We got helicopters crashing into airplanes, crashing into frozen rivers. Now, does that look like theirs, or did I fuck that up too? Nope, we're good. You got Trump trying to wheel and deal. Crazy. Spent the night listening to Anime Canteret. I know who they are. I listened to a lot of the Tom's Diner remix. Pretty sure they're the same fellows that sing that, aren't they? This guy's still just working on the stairs. So when is Canada joining the crazy USA? I mean, dude, here's the thing. I like my lifestyle. I like my quality of life. I like being able to, let's say I accidentally cut a finger off. I just walked into the hospital and they sew that shit back on and I walk out. Conversations with chef. Health's a big one, right? If I get some crazy health whatever, I pretty much walk into the hospital and you're going to get some decent service pretty quick. And it's not like I have to work to live just to afford my medical bills. That's craziness. It's like heart throbbing in a way. If you need some funky prescriptions, it gets expensive, but still pretty subsidized. Like, it's pretty much free. Your health is pretty much free here in Canada. So if that doesn't change, I'm honest, I don't care. Like, you can call Canada the States, you can call it whatever. I'm not all worried about where I live and my identity as a Canadian versus my identity as whatever, right? Like, what if I wanted to move to Germany, or what if I wanted to move to, England? Like, what's the land that I live on doesn't matter to me, I guess is what I'm saying. So as long as my lifestyle doesn't change, as long as my taxes don't go more than the 53.3% or whatever the hell I'm paying already, I'm not concerned. And if it's a positive thing, like if it made life better in any of those categories, why would I not want to change? Like, if something's going to be better, why would you not want to be a part of the States or be a part of that team or be a part of whatever? I don't care. If it's okay to plug, please look up my son-in-law, Brian Hopkins. He's great, good music. Son-in-law. Why does that sound familiar? Brian Hopkins. Yeah, it's one of the covers. Nice. Johnny G in the house. Bottoms up, Johnny. Hey, appreciate it, Axel. Likes the live streams. If Kylie Minogue's Can't Get You Out of My Head. Ooh, I'm gonna look that up. I don't know if I've heard that one. Chef, $14K for 99 for a 90-day supply of chemo. Yeah, it's free chemo up here, man. Free chemo, free radiation therapy. They'd probably give you free physical rehabilitation if you needed it. Like, if you have to go get some motor skills or learn to walk again or something, like that crap's free. It's like free up here. If that didn't change, and my taxes went down, and stuff was cheaper, and my dollar when I traveled was worth more, dude, sign me up. Like, maybe I'm thinking of it wrong way and people are going to be getting all mad at me and shit, but that sounds pretty good. If it's anything like I just described, sign me up. Nice. Miss Ingrid sent in a link. You can go check out Brian Hopkins. What kind of music is he singing? I feel like it's country music. Can you retire when too old to work and get an old age pension? You get an old age pension up here. It's definitely nothing to live off of, meaning if you have car payments, if you need to pay $14K a month for a 90-day supply of chemo, if you have mortgage, if you have debt, when you retire, what is it, the $1,200, $1,700, whatever it is the government gives you each month, isn't really enough to comfortably live on. There's people who do it, but you kind of want to have a little bit of other stuff planned or saved for when you retire. And I don't know how it is in the States, but I'll tell you straight up, I would not rely on the government to take care of me. If you think the government's going to take care of you, I think I'd be fooling myself. Other than our free healthcare. Dude, Canada's free healthcare is like America's guns. Like, let's think of it like that. Like, you're not going to take that away without a fight. And that's why I bitch about it, but that's why I do. That's why I do pay nasty taxes up here in Canada. So I guess, is it worth it? You know, like if you made 60 grand a year and the government takes 30 of it, but you get free healthcare. For some, hell yeah. Some, no, but they're not in the position of the hell yeah yet, right? It's like car insurance. If you never use it, you're probably like, oh, why do I gotta pay all this crap for car insurance? You have one wreck and you're like, man, I'm sure glad I got that there car insurance. Okay, let's see if we can push this down without cratering this whole staircase in. You know what? Honestly, I would have never thought to use that many pieces ever to make a staircase. And that's why I am not a master builder. That is, one, a good looking staircase. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. You got still 8 steps. I'm going to compare that to a regular staircase. Oh, missed some chat here. Axel saying, commenting on chefs. No, he does. That's the crazy part, actually. Lives in the best country in the world, especially according to Mr. Trump there. But it's like, man, you feel like you're getting sucked dry. Thanks for the pro tip, Johnny. Appreciate it. I need that blacktron chip. Can't find it at any retailer. I can't remember exactly, other than the windscreen, if there's any unique pieces in there. I wonder if that's something a guy could build out of parts. Got a decent parts library. Jeff's resilient. He's been playing the game a long time. Yeah, I'd say heart goes out to you, just because I'm not in that position, so it's like I could only imagine, so to say, right? Versus the guy who's got the experience. That's what makes you a great guy, chef. Experience. Lifelong experience. Axel says, don't forget the U.S. Constitution was written by a businessman. Yeah, see, I don't know a whole lot about that side of America's history, but didn't they, like, pretty much run from England because they were sick and tired of being screwed? So they just came to the New World, so to say, to start their own crap, and then England still wanted taxes, and there's like wars or something. Kind of seems like it's all just going back in a big circle. Pretty soon there's going to be coliseums with gladiators fighting tigers. This is a good looking vacuum right here. We're going to be doing the bread and circus all over again. Oh, we kind of already are. No more retirement, dude. That's definitely some life building, character building right there. 1,000-piece staircase. England wanted to put higher tariffs on tea, so there's a war? Holy shit. Well, Canada is about to slap some nasty tariffs on all our natural gas and oil. What we need to do is start building. How's this supposed to? Why would you tell me to hook this on? What we need to start doing is building mass refineries so we don't need to rely on the states. Wasn't there like something where Trump's like, we don't need your lumber, we don't need your energy, we don't need your beef? Well, if you didn't need it, you wouldn't be using it. So I think Canada just needs to be more self-sustainable. Dude, we got all the resources and land for like whatever. We just need to like infrastructure it. Stop relying on other people to do our shit. Note to self, crash car more. Oh. There you go. There you go. If it's not your fault, that could be good. It could be lucrative. So far, the 2025 sets didn't grab your attention. I think those little soapbox cars could be fun. I don't know if I'm going to go out of my way to score those. Maybe if I made my own, that might be about the extent of it. I am going to be really digging the Speed Champ sets when they come out in March. Modular is a must for me. Blacktron, that's about it. I only really got 3 sets. Mind you, it's only the start of February. It's only been a month. I feel like normally I would have done more. Blacktron, Creator Dragon, Tudor Corner. And I agree with you, Axel. They're kind of lackluster. Okay. How far am I? Oh, not too bad. That's funny, Johnny. The saddest part is, for years, the news was about things in the world. Now it begins with the idiot yelled this. The news, I found the news always, it told you about things in the world they wanted you to hear about. Because I'd find out or know stuff was going on in the world, and I'd be like, why is this not on the news? Like, how is there a full-on genocide going on in like modern history and no one's talking about it? Like, I just couldn't understand it. And then it clicked. I was like, the news only wants me to hear about news that they want me to hear about. I don't know what's gonna happen. You guys got Donald Trump as your president. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Donald Trump. We'll just see if he does anything dumb to Canada. So you guys got kind of like, it's a little crazy. You got a little bit of a crazy president. We don't even have a leader. We don't even have a prime wiener. Our prime wiener sucked so bad, he just had to quit. Like, I don't know, do politicians ever just quit unless they know they've done something wrong or they're going to get caught in some scandal or lawsuit? Right? We don't even have a prime wiener. He sucked so bad. Like, I think when our prime wiener just quits, every citizen should just get a free year of taxes. Like, you guys don't have to pay taxes this year. We didn't really do our job. We sat here and we bickered and we stole a bunch of your guys' tax-paying money, gave it to our friends, and now we're going to quit. So you guys shouldn't have to pay taxes for the year. I think that's fair. Oh, what? I do. Missed a step. If the wife and I, if our household didn't have to pay taxes for a year, we'd almost be life changing just for 1 year. It'd set things up that you'd just be like, you wouldn't be stressing. But no. Instead, they want to give $10 million to a terrorist because they didn't let him talk to a lawyer after he threw a grenade at an American troop. Just saying. They want to give $1 billion to Ukraine so that Ukraine can fight a country that they're probably never really going to win. Though honestly, I thought Russia was going to steamroll Ukraine. What do I know? Okay, to that side, we're coming back this way now. Very interesting stream, eh? Talking about healthcare, talking about politics, taxes, lackluster Lego sets, 3 and 2 4s. Question for you then, Axel. 2025 Lego sets are sucking. Is there something, if Lego listened to actually your ideas, and said, we're going to take what Axel's dreaming up and we're going to make it into a set, market it, produce it. It's Lego, so they're probably not going to give you a cut of the pie. And let's say they did or didn't. What would you want Lego to be making? The soapbox cars and F1 cars a way to get something like Mega's Hot Wheel cars. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I just think the F1 cars are pretty cool. I'm not going to have fun with all those stickers, but I actually like the cars. Good display. I might even make a track with a motor and a chain and a magnet to pulse the cars around. Get a little tight on space, but I guess if I cleaned up my act, so to say, can get a couple projects going on like that. The only news I watch is in the rest in a football match. Makes sense. Don't do much sports, but I get you too. Yeah, Miss Ingrid, I'm feeling that too. I'm trying to save money. Trying to save money and go debt free. Get away from any non-needed institutions in my life. Don't really want to have much to do with the banks these days. I would like to have my house clean and clear so that no funny business dealings can screw it. As Ingrid says, I need to save up to buy a house. Gotcha, exactly. For me, like just that stable box that I get to put myself in that no one can take away. Let's guess how I put it. Our prime wiener had enough monies. Yeah, I think he probably scammed enough. I think his family name probably makes sure that he's going to be taken care of for the rest of his life. His dad used to be one of our prime wieners. I should actually go back and find news articles and see how well he was perceived by the general public. Yeah, I just want to get away from institutions debt-free because My generation has never really seen a hard time other than like 2008. And I worry that you never know, knock on wood, I worry that there's enough craziness going on in the world that something might pop off. You know, like when you shove all your emotions down in a bottle and then you get one more and it just can't hold it, so they all come spewing up the top and you have a full-on meltdown. I feel like the world's kind of at that point. There's enough crap that's been shoved in that bottle and ignored, not taken care of, shoved in there, and now everyone's gonna wake up and shit's gonna hit the fan, and I don't really want to be a part of it. And I don't really have any one thing that like is evidence of that. Oh yeah, oxide, baby. And then I'm going to try building another one of these tanks. I don't have any evidence that's really pointing to thinking the world might have a meltdown. But even something simple as tariffs, right? If everything was exponentially more expensive, which it already is, I wouldn't have extra weight on my shoulders. I'd be better prepared to deal with the world's crap. A good example of that is the wife has a coworker, I should say. He built his house 7 years ago. He's doing his basement now, and everything is literally double, if not 3 times more expensive than when he could have first finished his basement, so to say. And I was thinking, wow, like in 10 years, somehow everything has doubled. I think I've talked about this recently too, is I thought with technology and machines replacing all the auto workers and cashiers and on, that they said shit was gonna get cheaper. Hey, we don't have to pay for humans anymore. We just buy this machine once and it builds all these cars for us. Cars are gonna get cheaper. No, they are not. Hey, chef, did you set all your clocks for the same time? Or did you is there even a time on here? I'm going to try and do that if I can. And they got their hands pointed, they're all going to be going up. Okay, that's my plan. I'm sticking to it. How should it get more expensive in 10 years? I feel you on buying the house, Miss Ingrid. Your kids are going to need it because by the time they buy a house, it's going to be a lot more expensive for them. They're going to need mom's inheritance. That is crazy. Okay. Now, that's the exact same thing. No, it's not. Hey, I lied. Those hands are going down. We gotta turn them back around. Like the simplest little clock, I kind of butchered that. A big house to put all the Lego in. You almost need to for this hobby. Like I swear, people in this hobby were just buying houses for Lego. Dude, this is the same thing. There we go. Am I missing something here? What the hell? This piece not going in the hole I'm getting like super sweaty and anxious right now. It's crazy. Barely. No, it just fell out. Lego, does your shit even fit? Well, Chef did it. It must fit. Dude, that's crazy. Okay, I think that's in as far as it goes. Dude, I'm like sweating right now. Okay, let's try another piece. Did I even build that right? Yeah. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. This is going in the opposite. This doesn't even fucking fit in the fucking wall. I'm gonna get mad here. Cheers, Chef. Thanks for hanging out. It's probably getting that time. It's only been an hour, but I started late. So it's probably getting close for bed for me, too. Take care, Chef, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, Brick World. Hopefully by then I got this freaking clock done. Like, don't touch that. It falls right out. Oh, we got spring. Spring's coming quick, but probably not for another 2 months. We just got hit with some cold, Axel. We're doing a nice little -20 stint this weekend. Bigger Lego room, exactly. Ingrid has a nice family, so you got to keep the family together, right? That's always good, especially during holiday meals and whatnot. I'm a classic space guy, so last year's space sets were nice. You know what? I wish I had scored another Galaxy Explorer. I would have kept one fresh mint in a box, one built. It just got away from me for some reason. I don't know why I didn't go find them at Costco or on sale. It just kind of got away from me. And now I think they're twice the price. Damn it. Castles, maybe castles. I think Lego should do more of their old school castles, space, Explorian, Space Police, blacktron. Not just one flagship set, but give us more blacktron. So let's hope those sell good. Go buy another one just to boost the numbers in hopes they make more blacktron. Quick, everybody, run out, buy as many blacktron renegades as you can so they make more blacktron sets. I think a certain Robin from Sherwood made a Lego cart track like that. Robin Hood bricks, yeah. Made a Lego cart track. Johnny G sending the good vibes, missing good vibes. I better hurry up if I want to build some more blacktron tank, eh? Damn it, I was blind, but now I'll see. Between 2020 and now, drinks at a bar have gone up 50%. Also, most bankruptcies have been bars and restaurants last year. Coincidence? So they almost did it to themselves, right? So I guess the funny question is, and I didn't go get a degree in business or anything. I'm sure if I thought about it and put some more effort into thinking about it, I might come up with a good rhyme or reason. But why would you want to up your price to drive away your customers so that you now declare bankruptcy? Like, did their rents go up that they had to do that? Did the price of their products that they were selling go up that much they had to do that? Yeah, I think it'll get worse for a little bit there, eh, Missing Good? I think eventually majority of people are going to get a little fed up. Some of these companies make so much money that you can give one CEO, like what did the CEO get for a signing bonus at Starbucks? Some stupid amount of money. Well, make those people pay taxes, make those companies paying taxes, and the rest of our lives, we wouldn't have to pay taxes. Then we go buy our house, go buy more Lego, we go out for dinner more, the restaurants would be doing better. Everyone would be doing better. If the greedy few just weren't so greedy. Oh no, and if the world gets too polarized on that front, it's not going to be safe for wealthy people to show that they have wealth. They'll have to have security everywhere they go, because people will be so pretty much poor. We'll just say people will be so poor that if they see a wealthy person, they're just going to pretty much kidnap them. They're going to jack them up. They're going to jack them up. There's parts of the world that are pretty much already like that. Parts of the world that unless you got a gun and it's crazy, willing to shoot someone, that you probably wouldn't want to go there. That's crazy, man. That's humanity for you. That's a sweet looking clock. I'm down. I'm down. Miss you, Chef. Hopefully get some good rest, man. I think my next Lego convention is going to be definitely down towards your way. And soon. Oh, house prices here are stupid from 2020. From 2020 to now, I bet you the average house price is up 150 grand. Average house price. Average. Like nothing special. The Bible says, woe to those who own houses. Like it's good or bad. Like we should be leery. Or is it like we should be more nomadic type people and appreciate the land we live off of? I guess that could be a good thing about us losing our prime wiener, is maybe these crazy rich people will actually want to use the land. There's a lot of people moving to this country from this province, not just from within our country, but from wherever. Other than the cold, it's pretty good. You got water, you got sun, you got nature. Axel says, who's the Bible? A singer? A book of history. Hey, I remember when I was young, I remember reading, I wouldn't say I read the whole Bible, reading parts of it. It was like I remember it being a very like almost reading Shakespeare type experience. You had to definitely stop and think about Old English and what they were saying. Is there a modern version that's like straight up modern day terms and wording? Miss Ingrid, that could be a lucrative side hustle, so to say. If you could rewrite the Bible, that's even, I don't want to say like hip, but like younger generation, that entices the younger generation to read and follow the literature. That would be a bestseller right there. Best-selling book of all time. Miss English says, yeah, I should try and get some sleep before the baby wakes up if my brain lets me. You just got to breathe slow. Try to think of nothing but breathing. Chest goes up, chest goes down. Chest goes up, chest goes down. Bet you you'll fall asleep in half hour. Try to turn off your thoughts and just listen. You'll fall asleep. Easier said than done, I will admit. The singer says, Axel, SMH. Axel says, I have some sets I haven't opened yet. I am not looking up if they are worth anything. I forget what SMH stands for. Acronym for a very modern day term. Shaking my head. There we go. Shaking my head. I looked up some sets I have sealed just because I want to sell them. They're just sitting there. They're retired. I don't really have endless amounts of space, so I don't want to just start like building anything and everything. And they're not built yet, so I figured if I don't really want to display them, unless I want them for parts, I might as well just go buy the parts, which could be a lot cheaper. And an hourglass, this is cool, which could be a lot cheaper. So I looked them up and sell them. I'll go reach out to Tmog217 first, see if you want some of the Ninjago. I got some Star Wars. I think there's some stuff I still want to keep, like I got a medieval blacksmith. I don't know if I really want to let that go. Kind of like looking at the box. Though I don't think I'm ever going to build two. Like, what's the point of having two blacksmiths? Seems weird. Macro doesn't want to work more than 12 hours a day to live. Laugh out loud. I wouldn't want to work 12 hours a day to house and feed myself. I am willing to work 12 hours a day and more for being able to get, say, an ice cream or a Lego set or a vacation. Or if you're planning on saving up for a house or a car, then I'm working more for sure. That's funny. That's a good story, Johnny. So my job's pretty labor intensive, I'll say. You know, it requires you to actually get some stuff done, right? And I have worked 33 hours straight before. I've worked 31 hours, 30 hours, 28 hours straight. I can't tell you how many times, whether it's to get the job done, whether it's to get a bigger paycheck, whether it was to take a day off, I have worked so many 24-hour shifts, 5 to 5 in the morning, that I lost count. But you'd work 5 till 5 in the morning, and you'd either get that extra Friday off before your weekend, or I had plans that you wanted the extra cash for, or someone just wanted something done and they needed it done by a certain time. And that's probably why now I don't mind getting some sleep versus before. I'd sleep less, I'd live stream more, I'd hang out in the community more. But now it's not so many 12-hour shifts that I'm going past. I don't mind grinding out my 12 hours each day. Take the weekends off, that seems nice. Nice balance. I've even done stints, even recently this year, where it's like 21 hours straight, 12 hours straight for like a month and a half, day in, day out. When I say a month and a half, like 7 days a week. There's a couple things that I'd say character trait for me. I am definitely the least pickiest eater you'll probably ever meet. There's nothing that I won't eat, and I never really used to like olives, but I forced myself to like olives. For now, I'll actually get stuffed olives out of a jar and just eat them straight up. And I'm not shy of a little bit of hard work. I had to landscape my yard, and I remember a dump truck full of rock showed up. Lot of rock. And I had to shovel all this rock into a wheelbarrow, dump it in my backyard, and then scatter it out over top of the landscaper's fabric. It was like 32, 34 degrees out. But because all that rock that the dump truck dumped out was essentially sitting on city property, I had no choice but to get it done. And that's when the heat wave showed up. It just happened. It just happened like that. So me and a little bit of hard work are fans. We get along. Hard work and we get along. I don't mind. Hey, lots of Dutch people went to Canada in the 60s. You want more? Please know our population is declining. Hey, that's what Canada needs. I don't know how to sell your sets. I do it on Facebook Marketplace. I do it on Kijiji, which is like local online classified ads. I guess Miss Ingrid, depending on the size of the city or how close you live to a decent sized city, that's why I use those two options. Calgary and surrounding area is probably like 1.6 million people now, so they don't always move though, I will say, Miss Ingrid. I got a couple of sets that are just sitting there. No one's biting. No one's biting. That clicking? No. Bingo. I've never done eBay, which I wouldn't want to pay in either commissions or whatever. So I've never done that, right, to be honest. Okay, now we're building a chair. And we get a whole spiel. The clockmaker is a passionate craftsman, appreciated by locals. His greatest pride is having designed the large clock for the Lego Creator Expert Town Hall. That is cool. That's a nice little Easter egg, eh? But they have to explain it to you, because no one would have ever known that the clockmaker from this set built the Town Hall clock that came out umpteen years ago. No one would have known. No one would have known. They have to explain it to you. Now, what would be extra cool is if there's a minifigure in that set and the clockmaker was the exact same minifigure. That would be. Now that's a story Lego that I can get behind. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get any of this other tank done, you know. We might have to start that tank tomorrow during Good Morning Brick World and just finish off the rest of this bag here. Bag of clocks. Oh, don't mispronounce that. That could sound bad. We got the bag of clocks here. And then I might have to go grab a little bit of a midnight snack. And then I might start some blacktron. Unfortunately, it's going to be off camera, off air. Definitely not making any speed records right now, that's for sure. Where's my orange one? No problem, Miss Ingrid. You can just give them to me. Oh, I don't know if Miss Ingrid's going to be doing that. That's crazy. I was thinking about that today, like how crazy and passionate people are about the hobby, even myself included. Like to buy Tudor Corner, a Lego set, a $250 Lego set. And you do that how many times throughout the year? Even a $20 Lego set, and you do that how many times throughout the year? The amount we've all spent on Lego is just probably crazy. I guess that's why Lego's profits show that, but that is crazy. $500 on a Lego set, $300 on a Lego set. What a crazy budget to allocate that into your hobby. So I just thought about that today and I was like, wow. I gotta watch how much I spend on Lego. I wouldn't say it's my New Year's resolution, but it's definitely my plan this year. I feel like this is the year where I probably get out of a lot of just buying Lego sets and more to straight pieces. Do a set once in a while, you know, something really cool that comes out, or something that has some really cool nostalgia factor. But for the most part, I just want to build my own craft to add into the city, or for my own castle layout, or pirates, or space mock. Just repeat this process. Falling behind on chat again, my bad. There you go. Boom. Hey, there's a question, Miss Ingrid. Would you, for a house, I'm guessing there'd have to be some kind of limitations, or else a person would be like, yeah, hook me up with the one with the pool and a water slide. But for a house, would you trade your Lego collection, get the house, and have to start your Lego collection, I guess, over again? I work 2 small jobs, 37 and a half hours a week total. That's still a decent amount of hours, eh? What's the average week? 40 hours? 30 hours? You good peeps, Miss Ingrid. You just gotta keep projecting the good vibes. And the Lord and the universe, I'm sure, is gonna send it your way. How many of these we got now? 3, 4, 3. Coming into number 4. Here we go. There's been times I had to survive on 1 package of hot dogs per week. Wow. Wow, character building. Probably pretty good, I feel like, saving then, Miss Ingrid. I feel like that would make you a good saver. I feel like if you won the lottery, you probably wouldn't be necessarily just blowing it foolishly. Take a couple treats for yourself, you know, things someone's always dreamed of. I feel like you're a big charity person. Be helping out the community and stuff. I live in, again, a good country. I've always been able to work more. I guess for me, I don't know if it's just a guy thing, but I've been healthy and I could just always go hammer out more hours. So 1 package of hot dogs, if I was like, you know what, I wanted 2 packages of hot dogs and buns and ketchup to go with it this week, I'd be able to go work more. And that's, I guess, an advantage of living in an easy part of the world, where some parts of the world you just can't. You get your 37.5 hours and that's all you get. I remember being down in Jamaica for a wedding, and I was talking to one of the guys here. I was like, dude, just go get another job. Just go get another job, man, and work twice as much. He's like, yeah, we're not allowed to do that. He's like, you're telling me if you wanted to work 80 hours, that you're like legally not allowed to work 80 hours in a week? If you could work 100 hours in a week, you're not allowed? You only get this much? That's your maximum you're ever allowed to work? I was like, wow, that's crazy. I guess that's an advantage of good health. I don't have kids, so there's no having to worry about what do I do with my kids? How much is daycare? Daycare up here is highway robbery. If I had kids and I had to pay for daycare, I feel like I definitely would be eating 1 package of hot dogs a week. Yeah, kids are expensive. You got to pat yourself on the back for that, Miss Ingrid. They say raising 1 kid is like X amount of dollars. So you've done well, my friend. You've done well. Yeah, kids was maybe a little too much of a time and financial commitment for me. I didn't really feel like me devoting my life to someone else's well-being was going to bring me what I wanted. out of life versus, I don't know, the societal norm, making your parents happy, whatever. So that was kind of my reason of thinking I didn't have kids. I might regret it when I'm older, but by then I'm sure dementia will set in. And I wouldn't remember that I had kids anyway, so it all works out. I came into this world screaming and covered in someone else's blood. I'm willing to go out the exact same way. I'm eating better nowadays. Well, nowadays too, Miss Ingrid, you could, there's a lot of avenues that definitely help out with that. You could probably eat good, save on your grocery bill. Again, I feel like it might be a big city thing, so if you're not near a big city, those avenues might not be available to the general public. There we go. Eric, how's it going? Coming in from Twitch. I got my net cast out for Twitch people. I'm seeing it. It's awesome. Hopefully all is good in your crappy weather. You guys had crappy weather down there too, didn't you? Like last week, 2 weeks ago? It all came back up here. It all came back up to the media. Good to see you, man. Okay, gotta go for real this time. Praying I'll sleep. Gotta breathe. Gotta breathe. I am building. It's nice now. It's supposed to be 60 tomorrow. Nice. We just had some nice weather. Now we're getting a taste of winter. It'll go back to nice here in a week. Try raising triplets all at once. Yeah, but that suited you well. You were definitely meant to be a family guy. You and your wife sounded like you had a plan. When we talk about life and stuff, something you guys really wanted, where that was not me. Dude, I would have lost my mind on one kid, let alone if I had 3. Hopefully sooner than later. Hopefully sooner than later, Eric. I got some stuff I got to work out here. Let's call it the personal side of life. I got some financial obligations and some goals. The main one is goals that I want to get taken care of before the world melts down. We're just talking about that. And I don't know why your president wants to tear off its best friend. What we should do is just build the wall and start dealing with, North Korea, China, Russia, and start selling all our stuff and oil and gas to them. That's what we should do, I think. So I'm gonna get some crap taken care of for that reason. And soon. Nice if a guy could pull out a... I was not supposed to put one of those on there. Nice if I could pull out a Hail Mary and get there this year, but I don't think that's going to be happening. We was not supposed to do that like that. Love to see your new house, your new Lego room. And if you haven't by that time, especially if I drove down there, just go get a bunch of materials and get your tables all set up. I bought my direct box by Radial Made in Canada just before the terrace. My direct box? I bought my direct box by Radial. What's a direct box? I bought my direct box by Radial. I feel like I feel like that's a cable or a satellite or something. Ah, it's a piece of sound equipment for recording music. Is that another hobby you're into? Another passion, I guess we could say? Probably not quite like the Mark Riblet, quite making music. Oh, your daughter's band. That's cool. I didn't know your daughter was in a band. She still do the big sports, or she kind of not as much sports and kind of following a little bit more of a music passion? Interesting, interesting. Just next big pop star will be taking care of you. Ain't that crazy, eh? Taylor Swift and her whole Eras tour that's like bajillionaire now. I feel like Taylor Swift probably lives a good life with not a whole lot of worries. That's good. Hopefully she has a good accountant and manager. Doesn't get nailed for some tax evasion like other celebrities may have done. She does lots of clubs and her band. She's a rocker. That is cool, man. Was she doing that when I met her in Chicago? That would have been what, 2023? Was she banding it up, rocking out in 2023? Border 66. Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're not being able to sleep. Does that make sense? Was that good English? I know that feeling. I was just talking about it with Miss Ingrid Hoarder. She's having a hard time falling asleep. I was like, that was me on Tuesday. I got like 2.5 hours of sleep. Kind of felt like a bag of shit the next day at work. But it's like, well, what do you do about it? Breathing techniques. Gotta meditate. Catch myself meditating these days. Miss you, Eric. I'd love to come hang out in a heartbeat. I like all the people in flesh form. Absolutely had a blast. I want to keep those relationships up. Bring the wife to Chicago. She had a heyday. She was learning to play bass then. That's her jam, eh? Is she multi-instrument talented, or she stick to the one? You're wide awake right now. I'm going to grab my iPad. It's going to take me half a minute. I'm going to grab another glass of ice water here. Staying hydrated. Miss you too. Can't wait to see you again. Have a great guest trip for you too. Appreciate it, man. That's nice. Hospitality at its finest. You got a clicker? Is the door automatically open, Eric, to the room? Just joking. Epic though, epic. I'm going to play the best wake up song for you, Hoarder. If you're not awake, we'll wake it up. 30 seconds. Oh, we're back. All right, my bad. Took longer than 30 seconds. Back to the previous conversation about shit getting expensive. I use these, where's a knife? Micro pins for my job. Right? How many are in here? 2,000. Decent amount, but I go through them pretty quick. These micro pins, right? 23 gauge, kind of like a sewing needle. So when you shoot anything that you see, you don't got a big hole, and the little tiny hole you do have, you can fill it, but you can barely see that thing, right? That's just one. So I go through a decent amount of these, you know, each month, using them on the daily for various things. Dude, 2 little boxes. That was $50 for these 2 goofy little boxes. That's nuts. Yeah, for Brad Naylor, yeah, you bet. Crazy. What's it say on the back? Oh, they got a checkbox. Okay. So these were made in China, and it's either going to be made in China, Thailand, Taiwan, Korea, Malaysia. That's tiny. I can't even read that. Or Oman, O-M-A-N. That's funny. So my Brad nails come from one of those 6 countries. But cools. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that's crazy. Stuff of everything going up. I'm pretty sure 10 years ago I was probably paying, instead of $25, $23 a box, I feel like it's probably like 17, maybe even 14. Oh, we get a clock on top of here. That's nice. So yeah, everything's just going up, getting crazy expensive. Like $50. Two little. Well, I guess on the flip side, I mean, like the original one of these was like $50, right? I got them used recently. They're still new in the box, but like off the secondhand market, they were $65 each. I remember filling up a shopping cart. Dude, you could fill up a shopping cart with groceries. And you can have like an empty freezer, deep freeze. You can go load that bitch right up. Like $300. And you'd have groceries for, depending on, I guess, on how big your family is. Definitely no triplets, but you'd be like, what, 2 weeks, a month, whatever it is. $300, a full shopping cart. Now, it's like I go to Costco. It's like I buy 4 or 5 things, and it's like $300. My shopping cart at Walmart's like a quarter full. I got like 4 bags of groceries, $300. So I don't know. Again, with the technology, they said stuff was going to get cheaper. It's not. With innovation, it was supposed to be better for the environment, get cheaper. It's not. So then it's like, why is everything getting so expensive if nobody's getting like essentially a raise and no one's really gloating about how much more money we're making? Why is everything getting so expensive? And always hear about this purchasing power of our dollar. Well, if every country's in debt, I don't get how all our purchasing power is going down. Like, I get why Canada's dollar would have less purchasing power against the States' dollar, but then how come your guys' stuff's expensive? And it's like, oh, well, we owe a bunch of money to China. Well, how come all the Chinese say all their stuff's expensive over there, right? It's like everyone says everything's expensive. No one's gloating about making any more money. Why is everything getting so expensive? Like, where's the money going? Well, it costs so much more to ship stuff in or to truck it in. Well, the trucker's not making any more money. Like, is gas that much more expensive? No, it's just I can't figure it out. I cannot figure out. Again, I don't got a degree in economics, nothing fancy. I'm just trying to like get to the root of where all the money in the world is actually going. Like, is there like some rich elite club that literally has underground cities that we don't know about or something? I get there's elite groups out there, but are they just putting the money in a bank account and sitting on it? Where the hell is it all going? Extra late for you. Cheers, Eric. Thanks for coming and hanging out from Twitchland. Appreciate it. Give me a call later. Hey, I appreciate it. Catch up, man. Been a while. Johnny says, houses are 2 times double the most expensive thing you'll ever buy. Makes life hard. Yeah. Most expensive thing you'll ever buy, and it just keeps going up. And with that being said, exactly, Johnny, it just keeps going up, and it keeps going up, and it keeps going up, and it keeps going up. And lumber gets a little bit more expensive, goes up and down, right? The price does. But the guy getting the lumber isn't gloating about making more money. I've seen the home builders and their prices here, and I'll tell you, my wage didn't go up 30%. Where's the money going? It's nuts. Rich getting richer. The poor's getting poorer. And I think the rich is trying to make middle class poor. Dude, there's got to be like some grand plan of shit going on. Like World Economic Forum grand plan of shit. And I don't know why all the governments would be like, we're going to do what Les Schwab tells us to do. Like, humanity could be so much better. If we invested into technology and health and space and finding stars or getting to stars instead of like buying airplanes to kill each other and nukes to melt each other's faces off. If we spent less money on all that crap, we'd be like a super race. We could be. We literally could be like a super race, super smart, super innovative, super clean energy, but there's so much corruption and greed that it all got miscued. And now we just want to blow each other up. Oh, I didn't say it too loud, but it could be lizard people. Because you need to have the majority of people with little money so the wealthy keep control. Thought about that. But other than like an absolute ego power trip, what do you want to have control of or for? And why would you want to have the control of people that are poor when you could get more taxes or more money or more innovation or more wealth out of them? Like, why want to have everyone poor and hungry and control to do what? I just don't get it. So I get like the control, and that could be like, we're going to do this, this, and this, and we're going to have control. But I don't get what they'd want that control for. Like, if you make a good car, people are going to buy a good car. If you make good food, your restaurant's going to do well. If you suck and you're selling rotten eggs, you're probably going to go out of business. Like, I got a hard time wrapping my mind around like the greed, conspiracy, cutthroat, control. Like, it's like, it really is. It's really like, just, I hit this wall of, for what? So then I guess, we're doing full conspiracy. Technology is doing so many jobs, the rich no longer need the middle class. So the rich just want to live in the world by them rich selves. Like, the rich just want the world to be for like 8,000 rich people. Who's going to fly their planes? Who's going to do their laundry? Right? There's still stuff that the rich benefit or need the middle class for. What's going to happen when AI and robots take over majority of jobs? What will people do then? Yeah, we were talking about that, right? Because AI and robots doing jobs were supposed to make stuff cheaper. Your groceries at Walmart were supposed to make stuff cheaper because they're not paying for the cashiers anymore. But the groceries didn't get cheaper. They went the opposite way. They got more fucking expensive. And as humans just keep allowing all this crap to keep going on. Why don't we just say we don't want self-driving cars? Because some people do want self-driving cars. Why don't we say we don't want to scan our own groceries at the checkout? Because a big company that doesn't pay taxes wants us to scan our own. It's nuts. They want people gone because less people make less of an imprint on the planet we live on, so it can be around longer for the elite. Yeah, but they're gonna die anyways. And half the time the elite are getting rich off the whole like industrial war machine anyways. So if you're getting rich because you're making war machines, then why would you care about the planet when you're not around and the product that you got rich off of is blowing the shit out of the planet? Control of the people. The more people not tied down in the system, the more voice we would have to try and change the system. That is an avenue you can go down. Is because they have a system or an idea that doesn't coincide, benefit society, work with society, help society, and they know that we wouldn't like that, so they just be like, no, we'll make you all poor so we can say jump and you jump, so that we can go do whatever we want and you're going to be happy sitting in your hamster cage. I think you're going to have a lot of work to do. And I think what's going to happen is if people get that poor so that there's so much control, I think the masses of the people are going to frickin' snap. You want what it might look like? Could you imagine? I remember like the opening scenes of Terminator. Maybe it was Terminator 2. Where you got like a world of machines hunting humans, and humans are trying to hunt machines. They only need to be rich to be able to pull this off. After that, they don't need the money. Yeah, that's still weird though, because they still have to eat food. They still need someone to grow that food. They still need people to ship that food. They leave Eden till their offspring, until the whole cycle starts again, because humans are greedy. Their offspring will start having a bunch of kids, right? And the whole cycle is just going to start all over again, because we're like a flawed species, a flawed animal, right? We're just greasy. It's the castle system. Can't have too many kings. Even the people we think are on top aren't doing all. That's 100%. That's 100%. Corporations and companies tell the politicians what to do. They just lobby, what do they call it? Lobbying the government. Technology is doing yeah. Where's my phone? Yeah, that's how they keep us, I guess, to a degree. That technology, though, it's also access to information and connection with each other. I never said they were smart. They're just rich and elite. Missing Hood's back, couldn't sleep. You try the breathing techniques, Missing Hood? How many sheep did you count? Yeah, I don't know. Definitely not a plan that I'm gonna be a part of. And it's funny, and that whole conversation is why I want like completely debt-free, completely out of the bank, institutions of the bank, right? Whether it's like your house or land to grow food, I don't want to owe $1 on it, so no one can come take it away unless they fight you for it and I lose. There's no piece of paper or law or jurisdiction that anyone would be able to have that says, hey, we're going to manipulate the crap out of this so that you're screwed and we're going to take your crap from you, right? If you physically own it, they're not allowed to take nothing. And then I wouldn't care about property taxes because the property taxes can go up if everything else is solidified. No worries. That's my goal in life, is next 2 years, and why I've been working so much, so that I can just make sure everything's in order and solidified. This talk about what's going on in the world is not going to help you sleep. I hear you. We're trying to figure out the master plan of why everything's so expensive. Actually, that's how the conversation started. Good to see you, Zizou. Zizou, can you not sleep as well? Or are you like me and just like to maximize your free time when you're not working? Then I end up going back to work almost more tired sometimes. Did you? That's funny as easy. Yeah. Should get Zizou to weigh in on this conversation. That'd also actually be a double whammy, because then I feel like after that I also wouldn't have to work so much. It'd be more creative time, whether it's for Lego, music. I swear one of these days I'm going to write a book about my life. The fun I had, the crazy stuff I seen, the fun I didn't have, my likes and dislikes about life, the world we live in. I think it's going to be good. How many clocks have we done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clocks. Didn't someone say there's like 12 clocks up in here? Why aren't you sticking on? What did I screw up? That goes on. Dude, this piece doesn't. Let's try it the other way. Zizou, how is who's your stream? I seen you was streaming. I didn't really start right when I got home. Went and watched a bit of shows with the wife. And then I came back and checked and he was done. I was like, I might as well do some streaming. Keep the shows going. It looked like it was a fun panel, that's for sure. butt chop, Seth. I'm glad butt chop's back. I hope you're doing better, butt chop. Hopefully those arms are healing up really nice, like that whole metal plate thing isn't too uncomfortable. Ugh, feels like it'd be uncomfortable. Well, this is going to be a nice window in here. I like that. Couple more pieces, and then we're going to do some more blacktron tank action. Oh, I did say I was going to stop and go eat food, but food can wait. Blacktron's more important. We could go on with this topic. We should, Will. We should. Because the more people talk, the more people are going to wake up, I think. I think the world is about to wake up. And it's going to start with a little bit of... I almost feel like, damn, Ingrid, maybe that Bible's right. Eh? It's going to be like a little bit of, I want to say like hell on earth. It's going to be like a fight of kindness and compassion against corruption and greed. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Everything's going to be shoved in that bottle. People are going to start flipping the frickin' script. And there's going to be a war between kindness, compassion, corruption, and greed. I was going to say, did I just build that backwards? No, there's two of them, one for each side. We're good. We're good. Dude, I'm already side-eyeing certain companies. Like, unless they all live on a little secluded islands, you know, if the world really did get sick and tired of grocery prices, I'm going to get into trouble for saying this. Why wouldn't we just go to the owners of said grocery houses or grocery store's house? Yeah, if we got sick of grocery store prices, why don't we just go to like the owners of these multi-rich companies and be like, bro, let's just sit down and have a little talk here. There's about 2.5 million people outside that are really just sick and tired of you scamming and scheming and getting rich while we're all essentially starving. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Nice, yeah, this little house is looking good. This Paradisa set, Johnny. This Paradisa set's been really fun to build. Really enjoying Paradisa. A Bible, a human user manual. I think before humans got a hold of the human user manual is probably maybe a decent a human user animal. Say that 10 times fast. It's probably a decent manual. But then I feel like humans got a hold of it and they manipulated stuff to their advantage for control, for their rhymes, their reasons, their own agenda. And I'd want to see the original one. I don't know if I trust a lot of stuff that's humans have literatured up. History's history, but over time, people just manipulate it. It's ridiculous. Right? I'm going to put a whole lot of trust in something. It needs to be very trustworthyable. Warm milk helps insomnia. If you go for a jog, a sprint, you can't even go for a jog, Miss Ingrid. You have to go for a sprint. Wrong pieces. Maybe if you did push-ups, sit-ups, physical exertion. Exertion? Is that even a word? Where's Cal when you need him? Parapleaser. That's a good one, Johnny. I like that, parapleaser. I feel like the little minifig in Paradisa set is probably a parapleaser, if you know what I'm saying. Probably working that side hustle a little too much late night. That parapleaser. What is a parapleaser? A parapleaser like a quadriplegic hooker or what? It's a paraplegic. Parapleaser. Quadriplegic hooker. For sure. That's a new one. I've never heard of a parapleaser. You think you get a discount, or I'm not exactly sure how that all works. I'm just asking. You get a discount. Porter says people used to think free thinking women were witches. That's all I'm going to say about that. 100%. Or if you there's a good example of that, where they actually did something for good, like they baked something or they ate a plant that helped people, and then men would be like, dude, you're not supposed to be able to eat that plant. We all thought you would die, but it's like the healthiest plant, and she didn't die, but they thought she was a witch for it, so they burned her. Just crazy. That's 100. That's a good one. People used to think free-thinking women were witches. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just watching one with Dan Aykroyd about crazy shit that humans were doing. All these tests. Like one doctor was trying to give himself yellow fever to prove that it couldn't be contagious. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. There's stuff like that way back. And not long after that, okay, so they got a little bit better about the witches, but then they still had all kinds of crazy and absurd thoughts. Yeah, and these are the people that we're letting dictate the education we give to our kids. You must have this in your curriculum. Like, why can't you just let the teacher teach life? Why do you got to have a very specific curriculum? Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Now we know why. You must all follow the plan. I'd say drinking, Miss Ingrid, but I'm not allowed. You're not allowed? Uh-oh. How come you're not allowed, Johnny? That is another good way, actually. Johnny's right. I have done that myself many a times. Sometimes not on purpose. A lot of times, honestly, straight up, Miss Ingrid, it was another thing I might get in trouble for saying. Trying to shut not the voices off in my head, the voice off in my head. Exact same thing of what you're going through. Can't stop thinking. I got sick and tired of it. Hey, I will force myself to stop thinking. That's funny, Hoarder. Both her hands are in the pleaser position. Yeah, they are. She's ski pulling for sure. Let us pray. That's about what we're going to be doing here soon, Johnny. LA's burning down. World's falling apart. We're all just trying to get a bite to eat. Can't even afford a loaf of bread, man. I like that little window design, and I would have never thought necessarily to stick something. Okay, how far is this sticking? Not that far. Just like that far. I'd have never thought to stick that in there. Make a window like that. I like that. Or it says solemn witch trials weren't too long ago. I don't trust people's account of history. As a whole, at least 25% is B. Exactly. And you know what? That's the scary part about technology and books kind of being removed from generations' life. Because now all their information and history is going to be digital, and that is super easy to change and manipulate without it being noticed or picked up as much, I think. I agree. Change the subject. I need a drop-down draw system on my ceiling. I could store my pots and pans at the same time, save on a heating bill. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of a drop-down draw system to store your pots and pans as like essentially a wooden frame with some slats in it that you stick hooks on that hold your pots and pans, and when you want them, you either drop it down or whatever. But how does it save? How does it save on heating? Door shoe rack. My pad cups never look so good. That's a good one. I like that. I need a good Bob the Builder guy to do it. How's it save on heating though? Do the pots and pans retain and direct the heat? I'm learning lots of stuff today. Lots of stuff. And we have extra parts that we should not have. Where did I forget to put these pieces? And we're done 2 bags. We're done our 2 bags. We are going to start scrounging up some pieces to make another blacktron tank. Super happy with how this turned out. Fully mobile. So the way it's built, tank treads, they move, but they don't actually move, if that makes sense. They'll rotate around if I force them, but when you push it on the table, it's actually just sliding on the actual bottoms of the brick. And if I need more storage, I definitely got that door I can hang something off of. Nice. Can you get those shoe racks in like a clear vinyl so you can also see your pab cups and what's in them? Or do you have to pull your pab cups out? I guess you could also just glue one on the front of the shoe holder, and then you always have something to tell you. Okay, where did we miss these 2 pieces? So what happens when you just follow the red lines and don't pull the pieces that are in the box, set them aside, and then do the step. I just followed the red lines, didn't pull my pieces, and now I got extra shit left over. T-Mog, how the heck are you, man? I was going to reach out to you here and see if you're interested in any more Ninjago sets. Send you some pictures. If you're not interested this time, that's all good. It's all good. If you want the pictures anyways to refresh your memory, great. If not, they're still sitting here waiting for you. I feel like you just got off work. There was a Flames game today. So I went out for dinner, and there was people in the restaurant wearing Flames jerseys. So I feel like T-Mog just got off of work. Okay, here he is. Weeza. Forgot to put it under the clock. Done. A little bit of a Debbie Downer. That Lego tiles the whole interior on the first floor, but then stops. It's like the budget ran out. The construction budget ran out. Nerd Brick! Long time no see. Best to you and happy weekend. Hope all is good, Nerd Brick. Missed that one. Appreciate it. Missed that. Sure, I missed you walking in here, buddy. I think it says each section of the ceiling would drop down, so it looked like a drop down ceiling, like 8 drawers that have a spring system to drop. Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Nice. Everyone's saying hello to Nerd Brick. Nerd Brick saying hello, hello. T-Mog saying, yep, just got home from work. New modular next month? Like you're getting the new modular next month, or there's another one coming out? I noticed that too, Macro, but if they tiled it, it would be $50 more. Yes, they would, because they're greedy, but they should just tile it. Just tile it. They're already making enough money off the set. You know, like $3 in tiles isn't going to... Oh, a new Ninjago coming out. Gotta have it. Dude, you're on it more than me. Now I gotta go look that up. I'm gonna have to go look that up. I need it. Yeah. I'll definitely have to rearrange some stuff to get that fitted in. That's okay. I could probably pull out my Monkey Kid mock and rearrange that stuff. Hey, yes, appreciate it. Send the link. They've all been so good. I agree. Gotta have it. They've all been so good. Well, I wasn't planning on that. I feel like that's gonna be... See, Miss Ingrid, we were just talking about this crap. Like, dude, $450 for a Lego set. And look, T-Mog and I, we just said it. Gotta have it. Oh, no. Okay. We'll send some pics, but I feel ya. Jacob might have to wait. I like the parts that come in that Restaurants of the World set. Light nougat and sand green and regular green windows. Got to get 2 or 3 of them just for parts. Yeah, I hear ya. Or, you know what? I feel you. This is what I did, because I can't remember exactly what set Will it was in, but it had these sand blue window frames. And actually, there's this other bright... Let's see if I can find them and show you here. This other bright blue for window frames in this set. And I was going to do the same thing. I was going to go rack up a bunch of these sets. But for the windows I wanted, I was going to need a lot of sets. So I actually just went on Pick-a-Brick and ordered them. And sand green window frames. I'll order sand green window frames. Okay, Why do I feel like I'm missing a whole container? Yeah, this color blue. So I did them in both sizes. Oh, I don't got small ones. Oh, what? They already got sand green window frames. What sizes, I guess? Yeah, so I ordered a bunch of these ones. When I seen these in sand blue, I got all giddy. I thought I had some in this size in sand blue as well. Maybe not. On 2K on parts. Just for projects? You got, oh shit. You got 2K in parts that you need for projects? Yeah, I gotta go through a bunch of mine. Like, I got stuff a little mixed up that really shouldn't be as mixed up as it is. I like buying parts. I got a bunch of pick-a-brick cups I haven't gone through. They've actually been sitting here for way too long. Maybe a year. We got like these blue lightsaber bit blades. Some of these light blue, which would be good for Ice Planet. They're like these webbed radar dishes, but they're trans clear light blue. They're in the bottom here. Don't really want to. Fuck, I actually forgot I had those. That's a good call, Will. Get me picking up my pick-a-brick cup. I got parts I didn't even realize I had. Yeah, same as the gray one, sand blue. This one's little bits. A couple pieces that'd be good for the top of a castle, 1x1s, sand blue, 1x1 tiles. Put this over, I'm not going to boot it over. Light poles, dark trans clear blue cheese wedges. That's a good cup too. Damn right. Good score. I'm gonna have to go through those here sooner than later. Appreciate it, Jacob. Appreciate it. I'm going to go look at that off camera in case my jaw hits the floor and I got a ooh and ah over it for about 10 minutes. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want anyone to see me wiping the drool from my bottom lip when I look at that new Lego set. Dude, I think my dopamine just spiked. I'm getting all excited now. Ninjago modular dopamine hit. Ugh. Okay, I'm good. I'm quite the parts addict. Probably, but I was saying it was just for parts I want in the collection. So no real, like, solid idea that you need them for. It's just I might down the road. I might down the road need these parts, so I get them. That's what I do too, and that's definitely where you start to go into a decent inventory system. I've seen yours. You're always expanding on yours too. Decent inventory system. Isn't good. Put a teen snowflake part on the round trans screen and string along to make a cool garland decor. Hey, yeah. You can make a lot of cool ornaments. That's a good idea. Christmas tree with Lego ornaments. Anything in sand green, sand blue, or really any of the sand colors, and any of the dark colors, dark blue, dark, yeah. Especially for some reason, window frames. I'm giddy over the sand color anything window frames. nice. I'd like to use at least one of these in the blacktron. I don't know if I'm going to call it a mothership or I don't know what it is. Yeah, it definitely took a bit to get up and go in that storage organization if you have a lot of parts. I feel like though I almost wouldn't buy parts if I didn't have something, or I'd have to have an area where I could stack pick-a-brick cups. I'd do that too. I guess you can't do that now, stupid boxes, but I would leave pick-a-brick cups stacked up on a table where I could still see them, and that's easy to get to all your parts. I'd do that up too. But man, they're expensive. One of those stupid things is, like, we'll say average $25. We'll say $20, somewhere on sale. One row is 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60. So it's probably, dude, I probably spent $1,500, maybe even $2,000 on just storage to do it a way where I can feel comfortable when I'm mocking. That's kind of how my thing goes. Try my idea now. The snowflake goes in the middle and get the chain links to string them. So take snowflakes. So take these trans clear dishes we got. Oh, Miss Ingrid, look what we just did. Okay. Put a trans snowflake part on the round trans green. Am I doing this right? Take two of these and put this on here. What am I missing? I'm missing something, Ingrid. I'm missing something. Put a trans clear snowflake part on the round trans green and string along to make it cool. I feel like if you showed me, I'd probably think, oh yeah, I get it. And the chain. Oh, can we use a trans purple chain for fun? I like trans purple. That's the only one we got, eh? That must be a hot commodity in some set. I feel like that's a friend special right there. I need to make a trip to Lego this week for some BAM. Supposed to be a new brick suit colored release. Yeah, I started collecting those and then I missed one or two, so I was like, oh, screw it. And now I kind of regret doing that. I wish I had all those colors for the amusement park in the city. Is this what we should be thinking? Was it those gold chains? I think I seen those. I don't think I got any though. What color team? I got 3 of them so far. I got the CMF ones. I think I got a teal one, and then I just dropped the ball and stopped collecting all the other ones. I like the painting on the BAM wall. Is that painting different per store? Or all Lego stores pretty much generically the same? They're all standing in front of your Lego store, Mock, as we speak. Nice. I needed a corner building for my city, so I added that Spider-Man corner store next to it. That looks like a fun set to expand and make bigger. I saw on Clicker's video like a reddish orange. Ooh, interesting. Speaking of which, I went for that tic-tac-toe orange spaceman, white spaceman battle pack. They were all sold out. This was a little while ago too. I was like, oh, I heard about this. Kate, let's go. Here we go. Let's go order one. Didn't really need a whole lot of VIP points. They were sold out. I was like, that's why it's sold out, because you didn't need a whole lot of VIP points. Okay, well, I gotta find me a snowflake then. Where would I have a trans clear snowflake? I know what you're saying, because they're decent size, these snowflakes, right? I can picture the piece in my mind, Ingrid. I just can't remember exactly where I keep them. And I only think I have a couple of those, to be honest. Only got a couple trans clear snowflakes. I'm gonna try that. I just can't find it right now. Whoa. Well, I do feel like I should organize this a little bit better. Oh, what's in here? Nope. 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 Okay. Here's another cool piece we can add to our trans clear snowflake. Another thing I gotta take apart, actually. 4 pieces. That's it. Green, orange, and dark pink. How many of those colored brick minifigures is there? Oh, bright light blue, dark turquoise, green, orange, dark pink, blue are the colors from a quick bricklink search. Okay. Oh, you didn't zone out. I was just going off about whatever. I missed them all. I only got 2. I kind of just stopped collecting them. So I got I feel like bright light blue. I feel like a red one. I feel like a girl's red. Like the CMF ones I got. Those are the only ones I got. And a turquoise. I got a dark turquoise. I don't have green, orange, dark pink. I'm missing one of the blue ones. Oh, nice. Okay. I'll have to keep an eye out. I mean, if they're not expensive, I'll probably go back and grab them here down the road. Okay. Wow. That was a fun little... Where did I swear I just seen a trans clear snowflake recently. Oh, where the hell do I keep... My apologies, Miss Ingrid. Oh, we're just dropping pieces all over the place. Actually, these dark green ones can go right in this thing sitting beside me. These lightsaber blades can go in this other bin to my right, and that will avoid this overflowing cup from dropping pieces all over the floor. Screw it. I'm going to navigate around the boxes to grab the ones I have. Is your room full of boxes at the moment? Like Lego boxes? Oh, dude, I'm just dropping pieces left, right, center. Brutal. Okay, what do we need for this thing? We need some more shields. I need a whole bunch of these 1x2 headlight grips. I might be running out of pieces to make some of those as well. 2, 3, 4. 2 hours and 32 minutes. I swear I was just streaming for like, the last time I looked up at that clock, it was like an hour and a half. Hour just flew by. That belonged to the painted girl too. It's been a while since I've checked out the minifigures. I should. I lied. I'm not going to tomorrow because it's too cold out and I really don't want to leave my house. Nice. True that, Will. Yeah, if you want on, for sure, Jacob. If you want on and you got all your figures. Ah, yes. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, let's go grab some more parts here. Mine's not too bad. My Lego room's not horrible, but I got a bunch of stuff out in the city that needs to be organized. I flattened my boxes, Will. I can't keep them anymore. Like even boxes I should be keeping, I don't. I just ran out of space and I got them all flattened. And yeah, they take up a lot. They take up a lot. I'll be right back. I mean, I guess if I ran out of black ones, I could probably use dark gray because you don't really see in there a whole lot. Nice. One sec, Jim. Let me. Oh, I guess I do that from StreamYard, my bad. Yeah, put it in chat. Well, if you want to jump on too, it depends what you're doing, man. Don't be shy. Oh, we did it on Twitch too, eh? We might get some rando. Might get Gowie Jobber in here or something. Gowie Jobber the second. If I flattened them, it would help a good bit, but I don't like the idea of cutting the other seals. Yeah, I hear ya. It took me a bit to flatten them, and then I got to flattening them, and then I ran out of space that I had allotted for boxes. So then it took me a while to start chucking them out. And I really should chuck out my other boxes, but I can't bring myself to it either. How was work, Jacob?
It was work.
Do that. Let me do this.
How's it going, man?
That's going good. Streaming a little bit longer than I thought I would, but I don't work tomorrow, so it's all good.
I work at noon, but like, who needs sleep? Nothing a monster can't fix.
I guess. Yeah, if you're still young, might as well.
Yeah.
How do you get to work in the frigid temperatures?
My dad offered to give me a ride tomorrow, so there's that.
Nice.
Getting home's probably on me though. That's fine. Rather it be in the afternoon getting home than in the morning / noonish. It's cold.
Yeah, getting home though, at least you get out to the C train and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Chick, you don't have to say go from your house to the bus and then whichever way.
Yeah.
A little quicker. So what do you muster up? You found all your colors or what?
I think I've kept up to date on all the colors. I mean, based on what I listed on that chat section there, based on a quick search, I couldn't find my dark pink for a second, and then I remembered it released around June, which means odds are I got it at Brickworld. So I looked through my Brickworld minifigure bag I still haven't sorted through. Lo and behold, it was there.
Nice. Hey, good memory. At least you found it.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously you got red and blue, which are in the CMF.
Yeah.
I think green was also in the CMF because it's got that 10th anniversary tile.
Okay.
And then the rest of these are BAM. If there was a corresponding tile that I felt was worth it, I'd put it with it. So, I don't think this tile. I don't know. I'm just gonna show them. There's the one color. I just threw the one. I must have gotten this tile and not had it, and maybe that's why I stuck it on there. But
okay,
I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me about the faces and hairpiece, as long as I have the torso and the matching legs. You have dark turquoise. I don't remember when these released. I just know I have them all.
Nice.
Orange, I think as well was another.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't be too concerned about faces or hair. That torso and legs is what makes.
Well, if they're all unique, that's all that matters, right? To me.
I like that one. That's a good color.
And this one I picked up recently in December. It was they released this green one and with a Christmas box style, so it's kind of like a Christmas present kind of thing. As well as this
That's kind of
really
cool.
sick surfboard with Christmas trees on it. So
yeah, and if you really wanted to have it a solid color, you just switch out his legs to match.
Yeah. So, like I said, I saw in Bricklicker's video, there's like a reddish orange color, I think is what it was. I don't know. I just know he said it released February 1st. And our Lego store, they take a hot minute to get the stuff because they have to sell the other stuff, which is fine because I need to buy some of the castle stuff for Bricklink purposes. And so, yeah.
Gotcha. So is that where you found the new Ninjago modulars through Bricklicker as well?
No, I've been paying attention slightly to leaks. Our little group chat I have, they notify me right away whenever they hear anything Ninjago related. So they said, new Ninjago modular leak while I was at work, and I was like, what? And then I think today was when the official release of images and such were, or I guess land embargo, whatever. So it looks okay. I mean, I'll pick it up day one unless I hear double points is later on in the month. Just because it's smarter that way, I feel. But yeah, it looks okay. Probably could go on sale based on what I'm hearing other people talking about. Like they have just no interest in it. I think it looks fine.
Looks okay as compared to like markets or gardens or what? Like just okay,
I think people are comparing it as being worse than the docks.
No way. Not that the docks was bad, so it's not like I'm gonna be like it was worse, but I would have thought Lego would have like upped their game.
I think it's one of those ones people are going to sleep on. So, I mean, if it continues like that, it could be a decent investment because, you know, there's at least 3-4 different figures that people have been wanting, and that's for sure a driving point is the figs. I mean, I like it. So,
yeah, I'm gonna go check out images. No matter what, it's gonna be good. It's gonna fit, especially if it fits with them, right? With the rest of them.
Do you want spoilers either way? Like.
Sure, combo.
It's a corner. It's a corner one.
Yeah, see, I don't think Lego should have done that. Though now you got the original, you got the corner. Yeah, I don't know. Could have used another. Actually, really, it could have went either or way. I'm not too picky.
I just know, like, I'll get it. I'll put it on my shelf, but like when it comes to me getting the 2 older ones, it's gonna be interesting because like I would want to put them in release order if I could, but I might have to do it in what'll fit on my shelf order.
Hey, that's a good way of. I never thought about setting it up like that in the city as the order they came out.
Well, that's what I did with the Micro Ninjago. Is like put them in the order in which the originals released. I have the micros right here to give you a rough idea how that would look. Move my phone out of the way there. These are the micro ones. It's kind of hard to connection points. You probably recognize which is which.
You know, that's funny. That's exactly how I have mine, except for the original City and Gardens are flipped.
Huh, that's funny.
But my Markets is in the same spot. I got the 2 tall ones on the outside of the docks like that. Yes, have a good night, Miss Ingrid, for sure. Thanks for hanging out while you can't sleep. 2 hours, 3 hours. I feel like it's going to be midnight here. 1. Oh,
it is. It is. It's like 12:45.
I'm going to have to go to bed at 1 here.
That's fair. That's fine for me.
Yeah, and then I got to get up at 8. I'll get up at 8 and watch Good Morning Brick World. I kind of want my sleep, so I'm not going to work Monday more tired.
Yeah.
Well, I could have a good nap Sunday, but there's people I want to watch after Good Morning Brick World 2 on Sunday, so.
I keep thinking I'll go live tomorrow in the afternoon after my shift, but like I think Will was wanting me to hop on as a guest, so it's like, what do I do? Can't have one without the other.
Yeah, it depends whether you want to like hang out and socialize or kind of push the brand, so to say, like yourself.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, I've been slacking on the streaming department because, you know, I've been trying to force myself to work through my pile of boxes that I've been leaving unfolded or tossed because I want to use them for review, and then like 30 seconds for review. That's why I'm keeping them. It's on me.
Or yeah, it depends. It's probably easier doing it that than going back and putting a picture in or something, right, in the video.
Yeah.
But
it's just how I do them. I'm causing my own grief. And then also me ordering more stuff. So it's like the backlog either way grows. The backlog for either review stuff or backlog to be built. So
yeah, it's a never ending collection. Like you say, it just grows and grows. It's not like you buy something, you eat it, you got more room, or you use it, right? It just takes up space.
So I've been trying to go for more expensive stuff that doesn't take as much room, which is stupid to some degree, but it's cool.
It's kind of the same to, well, it might be more expensive. It's going to be taking up more room, but it's probably still less room than 8 Star Wars ships or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else is on?
Lego's making the decision easy in terms of holding off so far this year. Like, over half of the sets I want are all clearance buys because they're just so overpriced, in my opinion.
Okay, I found there hasn't been a whole lot of stuff where, there's a bunch of little cars you could get for the city, but how often am I going to be switching out cars just because Lego made a new sports car, or versus just piling it up in the city where it looks kind of sloppy, so to say, right?
Yeah.
I just don't need another...
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, I don't need another, a police car or whatever.
For me, it's just sets I mainly want figures from, or just something like that. Like, for example, the ARC 170, I'm not paying $90 for that. I'll pay $50, maybe $60, but I'm not paying $90 for that.
Not if
Even
you know
though I have, I bought the 2010 one. It's just sitting in my backlog.
Nice. What up, JDP?
Hello there.
Bricks is the way, for sure. Yeah, no, if you know it's gonna eventually go on sale, and you're not like, well, I need to have it the first week or first day or whatever. if you know you're going to save $40, the guy might as well save $40.
Well, another thing I've been doing, which I've had to put aside a little bit of my morals on, is I've been scouring Marketplace. If I see some guy who's got it for, like way cheap, sure, I'll go across town. I won't ask questions. Just make sure I get it, and it's sealed.
You do it if it's sealed. You don't buy it like after someone's built it for cheap.
No, I want that stream experience,
Fair. Yeah, I want to crack the box, and I don't want to smell someone else's dirty fingers or smoke or
misplaced stickers.
Yeah.
If I misplace a sticker, I want to blame no one but myself.
Yeah, crooked. Yeah, I've bought in a few sets for the figs, but not too much. Though I'm not I buy Star Wars stuff, but it's not like I'm a huge fig collector of Star Wars.
Yeah. Hey, Squidman.
Squidman. What's up? Not much. Just kind of plugging away, Tudor corner. Slapped together a couple bags tonight. Pulled out a couple pieces. Not really getting started on another blacktron tank, but kind of doing up another one of these tanks. I'm going to make as many as I can. Not as many as I can. I'm going to make like 8 or 12 of them. And then I'll find another little vehicle to mock up and add to the army and build like another 12 of those. Nobody touches my stickers but me, 100%. And most sets, I don't even put the stickers on unless I know it's going to really add to the set, like all of the Ninjago ones or Speed Champs. But for that, for the most part, nah.
I don't know if I'm going to pick up the new, like there's one, I'll pick up, because like my ritual is I buy at least one Speed Champions every year. I got one on my wish list, but like it scares me the amount of stickers these F1 cars have, so I don't know if it's like a day one pickup just based on that alone. Because the last Speed Champions I did, some of the stickers are just stupid.
There's a lot of stickers, they're small stickers, and I'm dreading that as well because I want to do all 10 of those cars, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of time putting the stickers on, right? And I don't like that about Speed Champs.
Well, did you not see that Amazon had like some sort of super pack that came with a poster? Like you end up paying the same amount if you bought each individual one, but like that, I think they had some sort of link on Amazon for like a super
I did see that after. Yeah. I didn't really care about the poster, and I seen it after I'd already kind of went through, got all giddy, and pre-ordered them. So I was like, oh well, what do I need the poster for?
That's fair.
And then with the Speed Champs, like, okay, stickers are stickers, blah, blah, blah. But you get these angled bricks, and they got like that little bit of a texture to them, right? They're not like a smooth brick or a side of a brick or a tile. It's almost like a dimply kind of texture to it. And I find the stickers just don't stick to them as well. So I worry about them peeling off. None of these ones have. But when you originally put the sticker on, you get it perfectly placed. And if you're not so careful, any little thing, and then you go to pull away and the sticker like slides crooked. So I'm always like just doing it like 4 or 5 times over. So I hate the fact that they got stickers on the angled bricks. It drives me nuts. But I love the cars, the ones I got, so I'm glad that they're doing more.
Well, I've been looking at a display case. I'm at that point now where I'm like, okay, some sets kind of deserve that. So I've been just toying with the idea of getting a display case for like my Speed Champs or even just some Star Wars ships, maybe.
Anything you don't want dusty?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I got to get on a bunch of that. I haven't done that for months. This whole back shelf would just probably make people cringe.
There's a lot of Lego related stuff I need to do. I still got a vlog from July I still need to edit and release.
Oof, it's that old, you might as well just let her go.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I know what's holding me back, and it's like I need to get over that and just do it, just release it.
Yeah, do that, or if it's holding you back or it's that old, put that energy into the new reviews or a new video that you want to do so that doesn't fall behind on a schedule.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing, is just do reviews that are easier to pump out per se for the algorithm. But it's like vlogs and mail time episodes, those are the ones like people stick around more for. So it's like Who am I appealing to more kind of situation?
Yeah. What's Squidman been up to? What's JDP been up to? Oh, let's try this one. Yeah, 100%. That'd be a nice building experience, I think. You guys should try a piece of wax paper. Put the sticker on a small piece of wax paper and have a quarter of it hanging off the end. Get that quarter of it straight and push down and then pull the wax paper. Is that better than the brick separator? I put the sticker on my brick separator and I sit there and I line the piece up. And it usually starts with just one edge, making sure that the second edge is straight, and then go. JDP says I've fallen behind on cleaning and sorting a couple of bulk buys. Yep. Those bulk buys take a bit of time. That's I'll chew you through. Chew through you.
Sounds like me at my Bricklink store. Every time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a month where I don't buy anything to part out, I stumble across something I can't say no to.
Fair, it's also a business. It also pays for the hobby.
Well, that's how I've been like justifying my Lego purchases. Like, oh, I spent $100 on this stuff because GST doesn't apply to it, but also it's $100, so I get a free Valentine's Day gift. I could sell it $20 back in theory. Yada yada yada. Like, for the business, just any way I can work it. Plus, there's the extra pieces. Like,
that's what I do, especially with all those free gifts, unless it's a really cool one, like Forestman Hideout or something like that. Yeah. Or there's really cool parts. I pretty much just put them up on Facebook Marketplace and Kijiji.
That's what I might do with this Valentine's one, because I don't think Bricklink will sell for me. There's just too many listings. But yeah, I've gotten to the point where like if there's a figure I want, I'll just buy the set to part out. Even better if it's on sale.
That's funny, butt chop. Me or T-Mog there? Who's baby and who's cakes? Which one? That's funny.
That's a good question.
Damn. I missed that. Editing some videos for the week. Now let's go check those out. Nice. If you have most of the sticker on the brick separator, most people only have the edge of it on the brick separator, and it ends up still messing up. Oh no, I'll try the wax paper, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too down on my sticker game. I think my sticker placement's pretty tight, so that's funny, butt chop. I'm the baby. T-Mog got the cakes.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you're feeling better, Chop. I'm mentioning that earlier. Hopefully that arm's healing up. You're having fun on Hoosier stream, so you're in good spirits at least, eh? If you're good, keep doing it that way. Yeah, I'll try a piece of wax paper. I'll do that on those big, massive stickers that you can't really peel back off, right? Once you screw it up, it's screwed up. I'll do that. I'm going to try that on the textured bricks for sure. Nice. Well, I guess I should continue to pull out pieces for this, eh? So what are you building on stream tomorrow, if you stream?
I've yet to open up the package. It's sitting on my bed right now, but I ordered the Mandalorian helmet. It was on sale on Amazon, and I'm just like, yeah, I want it. I'm just gonna grab it. Why not? So I think I paid $68. Retails for like $90, so it's a discount.
Nice. You find a lot of good deals on Amazon?
It's gotten to the point now where I actually am making like stuff I want on sale. I'll make a list for. Otherwise, if I'm fine paying retail, I won't bother adding it to my list just because I'll wait for a gift with purchase on Lego if I'm okay paying retail.
Yeah, fair. Well, that sounds like a good time. On the pain pills, I don't do good with pain pills. I wouldn't fill my prescription in fear I'd end up crushing them or snorting them or something. That's funny. JDP, also been exhausted from work down in your neck of the woods, Macro, and had to wait. My work trailer was broken on Thursday night. Oh, that sucks. And then the snow and the cold came, so hopefully you get out of that and don't have to go work in that too much. I feel you're only exhausted from work sometimes. Helmets are fun to play with.
They are. I told myself I'm just gonna get Rex and Cody and call it done. Now my buddy keeps talking about it, and there's all this talk about a new one coming out in March, and it's like, well, what ones have they released? And it's like, going back down the rabbit hole, even though I told myself I wouldn't.
Yeah, kind of one of those things. You gotta be a fan or Star Wars because it's like really just a display piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I was like going for helmets I knew of characters that I liked. So it was like, okay, I like Boba Fett for the most part, Vader and Mando, and those are the only ones I'm missing out of all that they've released. I'd like to get a Stormtrooper, but I don't know if I want to fork out $200 just yet.
Yeah, it's one of those things though. Is it just going to keep getting expensive, or is it peaked? That's the most they're ever going to get out of it.
I think it's peaked. There's no way it could be another TIE pilot situation, right?
You never know. You never know. That TIE pilot, though, isn't that some of those printed parts?
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it go nuts, yeah. Then stream. That sounds like a good... You got it figured out. It's a good plan. Yeah, didn't do the helmets just because, again, whole space thing, picking my battles. And when they first came out, I was like, this is going to be good resell. Should have got some. Didn't.
Yeah, there's quite a few sets that are just like, really, that went up in value? Or just that you missed out on?
Yeah. As soon as I seen that TIE helmet, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh, those printed pieces are going to be nuts. Going nuts. And here's Will buying them just for the printed dishes.
I did mess around with the Ninjago City Gardens. I saw that on sale November, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to grab that. I don't care how much it hurts me in the grand scheme of things. I need to sit on that.
Yeah, big set. They do good down the road, right?
Well, in my mind, I'm like hoping that like it pays for whenever I decide to go buy one of the older ones, in theory. We'll see.
Yeah, depends how much they all go up, I guess. I feel like if that one goes up, then the older ones keep going.
I think the older ones have kind of peaked for the moment. I hope. If it goes up another 100, sure, but I need the gardens to go up a few hundred. It'd be nice. I mean, if I can, like, just whatever can make it so that it doesn't hurt as much.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could just do a clean sweep, trade for trade in a sense.
Yeah, that would be nice. We'll see, though. One can hope.
Jar Jar Binks helmet, nice.
Nice.
That's funny. Would you consider just buying the dishes, Will? Those printed dishes, or do you definitely want the extra parts?
I think the pieces are like $50 a piece.
Oh, so you might as well just buy the whole thing. Nice. A little sub exchange between Butt Chop and JDP.
Unless I'm mistaken, unless it's like an arm and a leg. Let's find out. I got Bricklink open all the time. I'll look within North America because that's where we're needing to refer. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're looking at $80 a piece.
See, for those silly dishes, man. That's nuts.
Yeah, so if you wanted two, which are come in the set, that's like 160 plus shipping. I mean, yeah, the pilot seal goes for maybe like somewhat $100, but you could just use the other pieces for mocks and such then at that rate.
Yeah, but are those other pieces worth that much, or could you just go buy them from Lego?
Everything except the plaque, I think, yeah, you could say that for. Oh, it's not 500, my bad, it's 300, almost 400.
Okay. Still depends what you really want and the pieces and what you're using. $80, I'll take 50 of them. Could you imagine a guy who's building a mock and needs like 20 of them for whatever reason? That's funny. I agree, JDP. Who are you calling normal?
I know my friend, he sold me an extra sticker sheet he got in his copy of the set. I think I sold it for an easy, what was it, 50, 60 bucks, which is nuts to me. But I was like, hey, he sold me a sticker sheet for 10 bucks. That's easy money.
Easy money. Speaking of which, Lego, I should go check the mail. Lego pooped me in my Avengers Tower. I can get this guy's wings. Vision?
Okay.
Camera.
Oh,
get
yeah.
his wings or tape. So I contacted Lego. They're like, yeah, here we go. We'll send it to you. And that was like, who knows how long ago. So
Yeah, they're horrible with that.
It just takes forever. You don't actually get it.
It takes forever. I'm in the Facebook groups and they're saying like, yeah, it took like 3 or 4 months for it to arrive. Like, what the heck? So I get it. Oh, the AT-AT pilot. Okay, my bad.
Now it makes more sense.
Yeah, no, you could totally stock up on the AT-AT helmet. I tell you, if I see that thing going back order though, within the first like week, I'll grab one just to sit on, even though I don't need it for myself.
If what goes on back order, sorry?
AT-AT pilot, the new one.
Okay, I should go look at it. Maybe I want the printed dishes. My channel has caused many, Bothan spies to lose their lives. Nice. I like the odds of that. I like the odds of that, Chop.
Were you able to find any of the new CMFs at all? Were you hunting for those?
Which ones? Like the Wolfpack guys and all that?
Yeah, Wolfpack.
Yeah, I haven't gone out hunting for a while. I went to Toys R Us and Cross Iron. They probably had about 15 boxes. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, dude, this is going to be glorious. I found 6.
Nice.
6 wolf packs. I think I got the full set, but yeah, I haven't really gone out looking. But when I was, the Wolfpack guys were gone. Unless you find a fresh box, I just don't see them sitting around.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I just to make a point, I went around live streaming every Walmart I went to, leading up to its official release, just trying to find them early and then finding them on release, just so I could do a whole rant that lasted like an hour. I think it was last month I did the whole rant about like the whole Wolfpack guys. Yeah.
So, did you find any?
Oh yeah, I found a bunch, but like, you know me, I just want one for myself, maybe a few to sit on, and then I got my repeat guys on Bricklink who just want dibs on a handful. So
nice.
How it went.
Nice.
I think I've pretty much made back the money I spent on the full case to pay at least for mine, and then I'm just sitting on a few to just make extra bucks on.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that's good for, so why not?
Yeah, I think I'm sitting on 2 Wolfpack guys just in case. You never know. Throw them in the closet, forget about them for like a few years, see how much they go up.
Oh, they will. There's that, I use it as an example all the time. All the older medieval CMFs are through the roof. That Dark Raven I was buying at even $20 American at Brick World. He's like 100 and some now.
Oh, dang. You just
remind me
of that Falcon figure. What series
everyone
was that?
wanted to build them. Falcon figure. All the Falcon, like the Dungeons and Dragons?
No. Like, here. I know when I say the series, it'll probably click for you, like for me. Series 24, Black Falcon.
Oh, the girl with the actual bird. Yeah, I got a few of her too. I think I ended up going around and getting like 10 of her.
Yeah.
I got a couple of those Paladin from the Dungeons and Dragons, that Paladin Knight. Dragon Knight, whatever he is.
Yeah, I meant to grab a few to sit on, but my repeat sniffed out that I was sitting on some, and he gave me an offer I couldn't refuse at the time.
Yeah, that's fair. And that was another series that was hard to find too.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Now you'll find like the leftovers, no problem. So.
Yeah, but who wants those leftovers? Like, again, how many Cupids do you need unless you need the wings for a specific something?
I think like the 6 packs, those are probably where you're going to have luck finding more Paladins or the Wolf packs. Because those, like, I don't know if you've been in Toys R Us recently, but like those 6-packs, they sit mainly because you can't scan them. So it's like, if you're willing to fork out the money to play gambling a little, you could be lucky and get a few more.
Yeah, I find the 6-packs though, like, just from when I've ordered them from Lego, you pretty much get one of every figure. And depending on which half they give you, I've gotten 2 6-packs where I got the exact same figure, so to say, right? Well, and I didn't get the one I wanted.
The figure you're hoping for.
It could be, or you just don't get nothing, and now you got a whole bunch of extra duplicates that you have to get rid of.
Yeah, or trade.
So, 6-packs aren't that risky. Oh, dude, I can drink a 6-pack in about 2 hours flat.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, if you can't scan them, it's definitely risky, and unless you like all the figures or you're using them for something, it's probably not a business move where you're going to make your money back.
Well, I've heard like some stores, they will literally shout across the store saying that they don't want you scanning. And there's a few reasons behind that kind of makes sense, but also kind of don't. Or some stores even put the price tags over the QR codes, like Chapters, for example.
Yeah, I pull them off.
Yeah.
And if you don't want me scanning them, then don't let me scan them. Like, put it in a way so that I can't scan them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or else everyone's just going to go and, like, what do you think people are going to do? They're going to scan them. That's how humanity works.
I see nothing wrong with scanning because you're just trying to get what you want. If you want the mystery factor, it's still there. You just don't scan.
Yeah.
And people say like, "Oh, you're specifically cherry picking. You're making it harder to find." I'm like, "Okay, I don't see you getting up off your ass to go looking for it as much as I am. So what are you complaining about?"
Well, such is everything in life. The first person first served, right?
Yeah.
So it is harder, and it is frustrating when you're not that guy. But like you say, now you got to get up and keep your eye out, and you got to divulge in the hobby and get there first.
Yeah, or just like do the research, figure out like, because like even if there are ways around getting up every day. For example, Beefhead, he hooked me up with the UPC code. So like every day, like whenever it was convenient for me, I'd go to Walmart, just check, hey, can you check every because like they can check every Calgary location. Be like, hey, does the store say they have it? Nope. Okay, carry on. Check again tomorrow.
Then you don't have to sit there and scan crap either.
Yeah, or just go up and down the aisles looking at boxes. It's just UPC. Yeah. If you can find a UPC, that's the key.
Hot Chop got shanked from a store employee for scanning.
I haven't had any issues with our Lego store about scanning. Then again, to be fair, I've always done it when their backs are turned just in case, but...
Well, on release day, when I went there, I was first in line.
Right.
And I just said, hey, like, I don't know how many were allowed. I just wanted to grab 6 of every other one. And he was like, yeah, no problem. Before I was even walking away, people were scanning. And the Lego employee was sitting right there, and he didn't seem to care.
It depends which employee, because there's like a handful that really get uptight.
Where's the rules?
Like every time I go to Chinook and I see them working,
I'd just be like, bro, show me the rules.
I've tried that. I know there's been a shift in management, so and I've talked to the new head guy of Calgary, and he said he's fine, but he's even told me some employees kind of have it drilled into them to like enforce it. So to be actually, while we're talking about this, I haven't edited an October vlog yet because it pisses me off. There's a clip literally where one of the employees, I'm just talking to my buddy, we're talking about the sail barge, getting his opinion and mine. We're just camera facing us and then camera facing towards the sail barge back and forth, and she yells across the store, "No filming!" And I'm just like,
pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I turned off the camera after that, but it's like it's in the background of the clip, and I don't know, it just kind of gets on my nerves.
But aren't you allowed to film in public? Like, generally, you're allowed to film in public.
I've gone in circles with that store about filming. It's gotten to the point where, I just pull it out, and if they call me, then I'll stop.
Yeah.
Just so that way they don't get pissy and call security. But it's just, yeah, I've gone in circles with the old manager about it. And like I said, I was lucky enough. I was waiting in line one time and I talked to who I found out was the new guy. And he said, yeah, no, as long as you are doing, like you said, you were told before, that's fine in my book, you know? Which is
what I'd say to that? Whether it's the Lego store, Walmart, Toys R Us, I'd be like, show me where that rule's written down.
I literally said that to the old manager, and he said, just go to the site. And I'm like, show me. The store's not busy. And he wouldn't play ball with me.
Why do I need to go to the site for you to enforce a rule?
He even told me, call customer service. I called customer service, and they said I have to talk to him. And I'm like, I'm talking to him. He's not doing nothing with me.
Yeah, no. If it's not a rule that's written down, it's just a regulation.
Well, I feel like if they're going to be so uptight about it, they should do what they do with that incident years ago where a kid went shopping on his own. Have a little sign in the bottom of the store that says, have to be accompanied by an adult. They should have the no filming sign then if that's such a big issue. Again, the guy I talked to is the new guy. He said, yeah, up at High says that they kind of frown upon it, but like he has no issue. So I'm like, okay, if Lego Up High has such a big issue with it, why is LAN people doing it? I don't care that like they're LAN. Why are they doing it? Like, cause like they're showing people in the background, they're showing employees, they're showing kids. Those are the things I've been told.
That's why it has to be a rule that's written down, because then everyone follows the rules. You don't get to have rules for you. Oh, the LAN member who's giving you free advertisements allowed to record in your store.
Thing is, like, I've gone to Chicago and Edmonton, and like I've gone as far as asking if this is chill, and they're like, yeah, that's fine, just don't do this, and this. But Calgary, I've had issues, so
I'll just tell them to stop power tripping. I wouldn't let it go. I just be like, guy, like, stop power tripping. Nobody cares. No one's getting hurt. Nothing's getting stolen or broken. No one's going hungry.
Well, it could have been that they were on me because my friend and I were bashing a little bit the sail barge. Well, like, we were like saying, buddy, random buddy, it's trash, and getting it on camera. Like, no, we were just a conversation between two friends in the store.
And an opinion's fair. Everyone's entitled to it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I just shot her a dirty look. Like, you fucking for real? Again, like I say, I'll play ball if they call me out, but just it's stupid all in all.
Yeah, I would, and then I'd sit there and point it out, and then I'd tell them pretty much, unless there's a rhyme and a reason, I'm doing my thing, leave me alone.
Yeah. I don't like to try and cause kerfuffle unless it really, like, seems worth it.
100%. That's probably the pivot or the smart decision, if it's worth it or if it's just easier to let it go and let it be.
If I got the majority of the clip, which I did in that instance, it's like, okay, fine, just whatever, carry on. But
that makes sense.
Doesn't mean it's not frustrating.
Store property is not public property. Yeah, the mall is not public property either. Someone owns that and they can kick you out. Yeah.
Again, why I don't really cause much of a kerfuffle.
They are influencers. Rules don't apply to celebrities. That's funny. No. When Lego's getting something that they don't have to pay for, they let it all slide.
I mean, I go in there. I tried to document every release that I could, and I've kind of given up with that because it's so berating with just how often I get given shit for it, you know?
Well, in the end, essentially, you are doing a LAN member's job and giving free Lego or giving Lego free advertising. Like, why would they?
My fun experience, you know? Like, I don't see anyone else consistently going to the Calgary store and documenting it.
Well, like, regardless, it's
people say, like, what's the Calgary store like? And I just point them towards my video, you know, or just like with Brixie with the brick bin, you know, like what's in store at the brick bin, because it's a whole nother debate. Sorry.
Well, it's free advertisement. I just don't get why they complain about it when they know they're getting something out of it. Whether you're bashing a set or saying how great a set is, they're still getting extra exposure that, hey, maybe little Johnny down in South Carolina likes your video about X, Y, and Z. Now he wants it, right? They just made another sale off of it. Why not? They are above the law.
I just know, like, there is 4 specific employees, 2 of which I think I know the names of, but just 4 employees I could point out that just are on my ass
Huh.
So I avoid them like the plague.
Are they like the normal ones, or are they more like the quirky ones that seem like they got whatever issue?
Half and half.
Ah, interesting. They all males, females, half and half?
One female, 3 males.
Interesting. Yeah, they just want to make a big deal out of something that's not that big of a deal.
I don't mean to be hateful, you know. Like I get they got a job and trying to enforce whatever rules they've been trained to enforce. Because I work retail as well, and we're told to enforce whatever rules. But like,
No, they're not rules. They're regulations. Because rules are written down that makes everyone have to follow them. Regulations just come and go, almost like an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Nice. JDP's got that brick bin up there. Yeah, he just opened that one, eh? We got brick
I
bin
think
up
back
here.
in November,
Right.
yeah.
And the bank account already doesn't like me. Yeah, I go there from looking for older sets, but you best be prepared to pay exactly what you're going to find that set on the internet for. They're power hungry and greedy. Yeah, I just think they're power tripping when they give someone crap for filming in their store. Treating you like you're doing something wrong when you're not doing nothing wrong. It gets ridiculous.
I was meaning to ask Brixie, because like, if he went to Brickworld last year, I was meaning to ask him like thoughts on the Calgary store, because I've noticed he hasn't filmed in the Calgary store as much, and the insider I have ties to, he's not really an insider anymore, so I can't ask anything current regarding that kind of stuff.
Interesting. So funny because I thought about that literally yesterday. First of all, I wouldn't approach that guy and ask him anything because he'd probably snub his nose that you're trying to get any kind of information, whether it's to help yourself, help him, or help the community. He's just the type of person that I feel like would not give you much time of day. And then what I thought or played out in my mind is when Brick Bin first started, Tony wanted some advertising. I think he reached out, or one of them reached out to someone and said, hey, let's make a deal, X, Y, and Z. You put me in a bunch of videos that were the Brick Bin, where we're located, and you get either X amount of money or X amount of sets or whatever that deal was. And then that just ended. I think Tony just said, hey, Brick Bin's up and running now. I don't need to give Brixie anything anymore.
Yeah.
He did his job. I'm going to move on.
Well, we had that meet and greet down in Calgary like a few years ago, right? And I'm like, there had to be something going on there. There's always something. There's no way they just do it for the sake of their time.
But you don't exactly like I think they're kind of business partnering off each other in a way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get what I want, and I'm gonna get what I want, and it works out for both of us. They team up and go. And I don't know if there was a falling out, or if they just Brixie got tired of driving down here, or Tony just didn't need his advertising anymore. I don't know.
I could throw theories left and right too. I just, who knows? Who really knows?
Theories are fun conversation pieces, but yeah, you never know. And I don't have inside information. That's just me playing around with whatever possibility in my mind versus, okay, this guy knew this guy who knew this guy who fed me the drama details, and right, I just don't know. So
I haven't gone in there like for a really long time, and that's because my own morals. Like, I heard some stuff, and then I was like connecting the dots on some other stuff, and it's just like, whether it's true or not, it just doesn't sit well with me if it could be. And so, like, unless I'm absolutely having trouble finding a set that's like long retired,
yeah,
I have no point going in there. I won't really, like, not to bash the store really.
You're just not
like,
supporting.
I don't want to support. Like,
I mean, that's fair. You're voting with your dollar, so to say.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, that's a behind the scenes conversation.
I think I might have told you about it once or twice before, but like I said, I haven't been there properly shopping there in like a year, it feels like. Maybe I would have popped in there this summer just for a quick glance, but like I haven't bought anything from him or his stores in over a year.
I think I know what you're talking about or saying, and then if the price reflected and I got like a little bit of a deal, fine. but I'm not going to go there and buy a current set for the same price I can buy it anywhere else at.
Well, I won't buy anything that's been recently released within the past 3 years.
100%. For I know the exact reasons, but I go there for parts too, like to find these black fins. I didn't have any, and I couldn't find any, so I had to go scour his black bins, and I ended up getting 4 of them.
Don't get me started on those. Like, I remember back during the COVID days, those were interesting to go through, and I could throw a few conspiracy accusations left and right regarding that. But
I don't care as long as there's hand sanitizer. I'm good.
Yeah, that's ultimately what I'm getting to. Is I wish there was hand sanitizer sooner. Otherwise, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's even when you start just like rummaging through it,
you can feel it.
You can smell it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nasty.
And I get it. Like, it costs labor to like get a guy to clean it and the whole process, especially if there's stickered parts and whatever. It's just easier just to dump it all in a color thing. Me personally, it would be worth the time and money to sort it out, but then again, you're paying a guy almost 24/7 to keep it sorted like that.
Yeah, I think they'd probably make a little bit more off their parts if it was better sorted. Mm-hmm. I don't know about the whole cleaning part. Like, that's almost in a way his due diligence to go get a cheesecloth sack or whatever, load up essentially a fabric garbage bag and throw it in your washing machine, right, is going to go pretty far versus just constantly dumping a bunch of used dirty brick into your bins, because then the store starts to stink and then you don't want to be in there for very long, right?
Well, even that, like, it gets on the boxes too, right? The smell. So
yeah, it'd go a long way. And then the whole sorting, that would be labor intensive and expensive. And it's something he should probably be doing if he has time himself, right? Like, that should be kind of his gig. Mm-hmm. But if you're not getting that profit back out of pieces, then what's the point?
If I can bash, if that's all right. One of the things I despised the most was contacting the store. And it wasn't just like him in general. It was like specific stores for specific items. The best way to get a hold of it in general was through their Instagram, and that's not really saying much. No, okay. Before I continue, I should say they have gone out to say the Calgary locations now have individual phone numbers you can call. What? The store's been open since what? 2020? 2021? Does that sound right? Yeah. And it's always been the phone number being Tony's cell, and it is his mailbox always being full. I remember always off camera complaining, saying that it was such a stupid move, and I don't think it would have been that expensive to make a phone available for every location. And I'm sorry, you can give me crap in person for saying this, but I think it's a very dumb move that we're here 5 years later after opening, and he's just now got 2 out of his 3 locations having a phone number to contact. And that before, we had to go through his Instagram. Whoever was running that wasn't very consistent in terms of running it, and then also just getting back to you. I still have a message from the last time I messaged that's still left on red that was asking about a set I saw in Brixie's video, and I had to run up there the next day because I was tired of waiting, you know.
Huh. So you couldn't call them to double check if they got it. Because
his mailbox was full. You called the number and said mailbox full. Yeah. Or he just let it ring. My other buddy, it was so funny. I was in the store. I didn't tell him I was there, my buddy, and conveniently my buddy called Tony, and he almost didn't let it pick up, and then he realized last second who it was, and then he picked up. So it's like he was almost avoiding people's calls. It seems like
not a good business move. What's the point of doing that?
I get it. I get you could use the excuse if he's a busy man, but there had to have been a different way to get communication done. I get if you want people to do things a certain way for your employees, but I still think having 2-3 locations be all tied to contact via your personal phone number, it was the stupidest thing.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Every business needs a business phone.
Yeah, or just a way of contacting in general that's consistent. That's a portion why I stopped buying there. Is this it was so pointless to see what they had, what they were getting, etc.
Yeah, yeah. That's the owner, his wife, and I do the sorting and cleaning. That's why the brick isn't clean, is because you guys didn't clean it. What else were you doing with her butt chop? If you're doing the sorting and the cleaning with his wife, and the sorting and the cleaning isn't done, what were you guys doing? You were gone for 4 hours, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't stand dirty bricks. If it's my own dust, like some of these are a little dusty. If it's my own, not too bad. But once they start to have a smell, I think I don't like touching those too much. Like buying used Lego sets isn't for me, especially if it's a big set. You have to take it apart, clean it, put it back together. And I wash all my used brick no matter what. I can't stand it. But you know what? I'm going to jump off, or else I'm just going to be awake until Good Morning Brick World starts.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I should do the same.
Thanks
for letting me on and have me give a few rants.
Oh, it's good. You get to see a lot, hear a lot, and thanks for jumping on and showing the figures. That's fun.
Yeah, no worries. Anytime, man.
Yeah. Best to you, chat. I'm sorry I got to shut her down, but us insomniacs do need sleep once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Hope to see you guys all again next weekend. Take care, stay safe, and have a little bit of fun for me.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take